hopefully you got kids that maybe can help or
Uh,
something.
no, kids aren't. Kids are not available. The wife said she'll take a day off to help on the day of surgery, but she can't. She won't take any other days off, of course. Still working on trying to find her a place, though. Man, freaking even here, prices for places have just gone through the fucking roof. And part of the
Yeah,
problem,
I've seen nationally they have been coming down pretty well,
well,
but
even
it's
rent
still
though.
high.
Yeah, but even rent. I mean, here you could get a 3 bedroom place, rural, 650, 700 bucks a month. The, the cheapest one, either her or I have found so far, has been 1,200 bucks. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's cheap for Colorado.
well,
That's
that's
that
expensive
that's
here.
a that's a fuck. You're over the tubes here
Yeah,
for a shit bomb for nothing.
it's freaking ridiculous.
It's California rates here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
I am
mean
very
it's
lucky. I would be homeless living out of my truck
yeah,
if it weren't for my parents.
yep,
I take that back. I would have just been forced to move way the fuck out in the boonies,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean we could find her a place way out in the boonies, but having her drive 2 hours to her work and back every day, you know,
Right, yeah.
because she's got her little dog and the cats, because I'm not keeping them. Um,
That's what people do.
yep, it's just so you gotta find her something that fits. So, because she her income is about, I don't have an income, but her income is about the same as my disability. Combined, we were fine, but on her own, she's gonna need more. And it was. I'm glad I made the choice to let her stay here till we find a place because I just done 2 days ago. I paid off the tractor, which just put me into the ability to do this on my own. Be
That's
able to pay the bills.
yeah.
Because if I hadn't had these 3 months or whatever it is, I'd have been screwed. Because she covered food, electric, uh, satellite, dish satellite. What else? Or was there anything else? Oh, fuel for the vehicles and the tractor. Everything else I covered, insurance, mortgage, all that stuff. And it worked out. I mean, it worked out fine. But it's going to be a big.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not paying rent, so that really helps,
Yep.
So I'm really all I got is like food, insurance, health insurance,
Yep.
gas for car, all that shit.
Yep.
And honestly, I have more disposable money than I've had in 20 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Even though half my money's going to her.
Oh, it's. I'm pretty
So
good at.
yeah,
I'm pretty good at managing. So the nice thing is next year. Well,
fuck
let's
yeah,
see.
I'm excellent at it. I always have
Yeah, next year.
been.
Well, I wasn't when I was younger. Shit. Remember when I,
No, I was good.
even when
I mean, I was okay. I shouldn't say good.
yeah, when I retired.
Hell of a lot better than she was.
Right. Well, keep in mind when they retired me and I got my back pay, which was 6 figures. I should have been smarter, but I was like single. I was like, what am I gonna do with it? Didn't have any expectation that I was gonna buy a house or anything like that at that point. Bought a couple big toys, of course, and went about my day. And then all of a sudden, that changed.
Yeah.
If I hadn't gotten married, I'd probably have the land, but I'd have a lot smaller house. Or I'd just have bought a nice RV, drivable RV, and put it on the land. put in a septic and a power system on the land. If you live on the land, you have to have an actual septic and an actual well. That's the requirements to call it a homestead, basically. Plus, you got to have 40 acres, which is part of the problem here. Housing is becoming a problem because you got to have 40 acres to build new.
Well, you got that communist taking over in the states, so I'm sure they'll figure things out for the best.
We got a communist taking over in our state.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of politicians that are straight up commies running for
Well, I know they're running for
political
office.
fucking House and Senate in your state.
Yeah, they're not gonna pull it. There's no way.
I'll bet they win in a landslide.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Unless they cheat. But
Well, they're in Democrat seats that win democratically all the time. So
right. But let's
I
hope the
doubt
two.
like hell you're going to change what the fuck Madison votes like.
Well, we're not gonna change Madison or Milwaukee. But that's
Yeah,
only
you're
two.
not, and
That's on.
that's where those commies are running.
Well, the problem is there's 72 counties and there are only two counties, and if the 70 other counties vote conservative like they usually do, they're not going to win. That's, the problem is when we get a bunch of the outlier rural places that just kind of shrug their shoulders and they don't bother to go vote because they don't like any of the candidates. And that's been the problem the last few years. That was the problem this last election, why we lost the Supreme Court seat, because nobody voted. Fucking state of, 4.7 million, and it was like 600,000 voted. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? The problem is a lot of people are older generation, and they just don't seem to comprehend what the fuck is going on. It's to them everything is nothing's going to change. It's status quo, and oops, that was weird. To them, the older generations here, to them everything is status quo. They don't need to vote. It's nothing's going to change. Everything will be fine. Blah 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 blah. And the last time they got woke up was when Scott Walker got cheated out of being the governor. 3 times the state voted against him being not only removed, but 3 times voted him in.
Yeah, I remember.
And the sad part is, he came up for another election, and people just kind of went, "Oh, he's a shoo-in," and nobody fucking voted. And then we're like shocked when, wait a second. It's like, dumbasses. And the last election, we put in the same category as Biden. Because the last election, the governor we have should not have won that election. No fucking way. But somehow
once they get in,
yep,
it's fucking hell to get them out.
Yep. Well, the problem is in this state, and it's been made very clear, that the people in this state will not tolerate. I don't give a shit if they're communists or what the fuck they are. If they go after our rights and our land, it's not going to happen.
Well, they always do.
Oh, I know they will. But
they lie. And
well, they can lie all they want.
They go for your fucking rights.
But they won't. No, they won't, because they tried.
Fuck yeah.
No, they won't, because you completely forgot about what happened the last time, didn't you? We marched on the Capitol.
They're gonna go for it, whether you.
They'll go for it, but they won't get it.
You got the ability to stop them or not.
Well, we got the ability to stop them. When you have hundreds of thousands of people march on the Capitol armed and tell them flat out.
We don't in this state.
We did, because they tried to pull our weapons, and our Constitution clearly has a copy of the Second Amendment in it for the state. They basically copied the Second Amendment here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, ours is honestly pretty good in
Yeah.
Colorado, but
Well, we
they don't
marched on
care.
the
They've
state.
got all the justices are Democrats at this point, and they vote. Oh yeah, that's yeah, perfectly
Yeah.
fine, even though
Well,
it's blatantly
that won't fly here.
unconstitutional too.
Yeah, that
They
won't
don't give
fly
a
here.
shit.
Well, they don't give a shit. You're right. But here, they're going to find out not giving a shit is not going to work.
Yeah,
There'll be blood in our streets if they do try it. I guarantee
yeah,
it. Make no mistake on that.
good.
This state
That's
will
better.
not put up with
I
it.
mean, what's sad is it took us fucking 20 some odd years to get the fucking Democrats weeded out of this state. The fucking, bastard. We're talking KKK.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
We're pretty strong in Colorado. 60s, 70s, and then in the 80s, we were really stamping them out. We had a political, clout. We were fucking wiping them out. And then we were great. Fucking, most of the way through the 80s, 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s, and then California started fucking moving in. And
Yep.
they undid it. They undid it in 15 years. Everything. Wiped
Yep.
it out.
Yep. We're fully aware of it here, what's going on. But we're not going to roll over, that's for sure.
Same fucking racists are back in control.
Yep. Oh, but they call us that. What are you talking about?
We have not won an election, conservatives in this state, since they fucking got the everybody, mail-in ballots, 100% mail-in
Yeah,
ballots. We haven't won an election since.
I cannot. You know what pisses me off is SCOTUS let that stay. That just. I'm like, show me in the fucking Constitution. The Constitution's clear. It says 1 day.
Yeah.
Congress shall set aside 1 day, not a week, not 10 days, not a
Not a
month.
month.
It says
Fuck.
1 day, and I would love to know. I mean, it's there's a concerted effort to destroy what we have.
Oh yeah.
It's going to head one way.
They're going hard.
Anyway, let's get off the subject. Otherwise,
Yeah. Off the subject.
we're both pissed off, and you know, I just know this. For one last point, I served, and I stand by my oath. And if it comes to it, I will stand on my feet, armed, in the street, and do what I have to do to protect it.
Well, then you better get the bionic guys.
Yep. Hey, I've already got metal in the shoulders, so I can bounce bullets already there.
Yeah.
But it's and a lot of my buddies that are like me, they say the same. They're the same. They are.
I saw a show. I don't know if it's where it's playing, streaming on maybe some platform.
Huh?
You might be able to find it. It's called The Last Ship.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Have you seen it?
I've owned the first couple seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was pretty good.
It is pretty good.
The Nathan James.
Yep. USS
You know,
Nathan
why the
James.
fuck
Guy
did
didn't.
they have to sink? Why'd they have to sink it? Why'd they gotta sink it? They killed all the good. They would kill off your characters. Like, I know you gotta put the Jesus.
Yeah, but she also
Have
kicked
you not
ass.
learned?
She also kicked ass through the series too.
No, there was a lot of strong women characters. A lot of everything. I don't mind. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying good characters, and they fucking kill them off. And it's like,
Yeah. Yep.
good series,
Yep.
good that will test the time, that people love, that always will go back and want to see it. They have the cast, the crew, the people they love that you build up. Don't murder them.
Yep.
Murder the red shirts,
Yep.
right? Murder, whatever. They
Yep.
come in, they have a season, or they're in there, but they're not. You know what I mean? And fine, kill those guys off.
Yep.
But don't kill off your fucking best people.
I know.
Your best characters all the time. That's the only thing they do.
Yep. I wish it would have continued. It was pretty good. Although they were probably starting to get to the point where coming up with new ideas.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it was what, 5? I think it was 5 seasons.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
And the opening show was kick ass. I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, that's first season, and that was fun and two. And I mean, there was a lot of good seasons.
Yep.
The whole season 5 with the war against the Colombian,
Yep.
South American, Colombian. And they kept kind of referring to themselves like the United States of America, but it was the United States of Greater Colombia, so
Yeah.
Greater South America or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, why don't you get original? Dumbasses. Whatever. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I watch it and I think, I wonder what Malachi would say about that.
Yep. Oh, I've seen that one.
When I was laughing, I was like,
Yep.
I need a Navy guy to interpret how fucking wrong this is or
Yep.
how right it is.
They did a good job. The technical advisor was actual U.S. Navy, and that was a real U.S. Navy warship.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Yeah, that killed me. It was that amphibious landing with those tanks, and
Yep.
they pulled up right out of the surf, stopped, they got everybody out, and
Yep.
they had 100 yards in front of them this huge fucking 8-foot berm.
Yep.
Why in the f would you, with nothing to stop you, just Jesus Christ, pull up to the goddamn berm?
Well, there's a couple different reasons.
Well, I don't agree.
Yeah, but there's
the goddamn berm in the armor.
Well, no, that's not what you do.
Get them out and then let them call them behind the fucking tracks.
Well,
while you
no,
pull up.
you can't do that either. Because what's going to happen is if you do that, you're going to lose them all. And the reason is when the Marines come up on shore, they stop just like that, and the Marines get out of them, and they start probing the sand and clearing it first, and then the armor moves up to the berms.
Oh, for landmines?
You bet.
Active surf beach?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Have you've seen Saving Private Ryan, right? Saving Private Ryan and stuff. That's real.
Well, sure, but
that's real.
Sand is, an active surf sand. I mean,
yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
You go high tide, low tide.
Oh no. So, mines are anchored. So they'll cover, they'll uncover, they'll cover, they'll uncover. And today's technology, they don't even look like mines. They can look like a tree branch.
That's my point, though. But they had paths routed. Why the hell they had a whole team on the beach for fucking all night, telling me they couldn't have fucking whatever.
Well, you got to keep in mind we're talking about a destroyer, and a destroyer is not carrying anti-mine equipment either. So that's probably part of the issue, and that wasn't explained enough.
They had a goddamn aircraft carrier with them at the time. Just saying.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
What season was that?
They had the Mitchell. The last season. We're talking.
Oh, I haven't seen.
The last 3 episodes.
Oh, I haven't seen those because I was assigned to the missile base and wasn't able to continue watching it for a while, and I forgot about it.
Okay. Well, then, spoilers. Sorry, never mind.
Oh, that's fine. But basically that's what happens is when you go ashore, even with special forces, when we go ashore, we don't just run up on the beach and run to the berm, because you wouldn't believe the traps and the shit. How many you know what a punji stick is? You can look at a perfectly pristine beach and they're all dug into the ground where you can't see them, because camo today is just.
Well, they didn't talk about any of that.
Yeah, that was probably, I probably had to cut it out just for time type issues or reasons, because each episode was so long, hour long. But yeah, that's the normal practice is you don't pull your armor way up on the beach until you've cleared it. Otherwise, you won't have any armor. And if they were on carriers, were they aircraft? Was it an aircraft carrier or an LHA, which looks like an aircraft carrier, but it's not as big?
It was an LHA, I think.
Yep. Okay, then they were using AARPs or.
Yeah, they were using those fucking
big
amphibious tracked vehicles.
And they got a little turret on them with a 20 millimeter in them.
Yeah, on the front with a 20 millimeter grenade launcher.
Yep, those are AARPs.
They came on shore with like 6 of those or whatever.
Yeah,
and then after they took the beach, they came in with 2 big ass fucking
air cushion
ships.
Yep, the air cushion.
And unloaded a bunch of light arm.
Yep.
No tanks, but they had the wheeled. What the fuck do they call it?
Yeah, the tanks wouldn't come in on one of
Not
those.
The Bradleys, the wheeled ones that got like
Strikers.
wheels.
Strikers.
Yeah, Strikers.
Right. Bradleys and tanks wouldn't normally be brought in on those because they can only carry one because of the weight. So if you're incursion, you send in the light armor stuff, you pull a beachhead, and then the engineers come in and create a temporary floating landing dock, and the other LPDs and LCDs and all that stuff come in, and or ROROs come in, and they'll offload on the floating dock the heavy armor.
But it was okay. I still
Yeah.
understand.
Oh yeah. I for what it was, they did a pretty damn good job of portraying.
No, they did all right. They
Yep.
did. They did. I did enjoy the series. I
Yep.
did enjoy.
Yep. It was good. It was definitely good. You doing those missions?
No, I could. I suppose I'm done with it, but I could do
Oh,
some more.
yeah. I'm not.
I'm doing just regular, the whatever mercenary.
Okay, because I tried doing. I've tried each night now, and each night I've rage quit. Um,
Oh, really?
oh, the game just falls apart, or it was falling apart. Last night was another night. What was it? Oh, I landed my nice ship that had some stuff in it, and it went pink after I landed.
Well, yeah, I've had that happen. That sucks. That is just
It's
crap all
bullshit.
around.
Yeah, I lost it all. Um, let's see, priority.
I thought
I,
they had a purple fix in. If it went purple, it was supposed to show back up in your hangar.
well, it went purple in
Or
my
maybe
hangar. I
that's
landed
only
in my
maybe
hangar.
that's only if it's in your hangar.
Well, I was landing in my hangar. I landed,
Yeah,
shut off the engine, and all of a sudden the ship went pink, and poof, bye bye.
yeah. I thought they were. I thought they had that fix in where if that happened, you didn't lose the chip.
I haven't heard it.
Hello,
Was that a
hello.
4.9?
No, I thought it was this one. Hey, N4, what you up to, man?
Hey,
Hey,
N4.
what's it?
N4, have you finished the event?
I have done like nothing of it.
Okay, I'm in the same boat you are. I've got a little bit of it done, but we're gonna. That's what Spiegel and I were just talking about. Um, but last night, Spiegel, I took the contract that was 97K and
Right.
88K and 97K. Both times, the game gave me a hammerhead with escorts.
Yeah, they always do. That's always it. It's always a hammerhead.
Now this time, the
Yeah.
88's got a Bandul Scythe.
Oh, well, the 97's always a hammerhead.
Well, how in the fuck do you kill a hammerhead unless you take a Perseus or Polaris?
Oh, you can do it in a Corsair, no problem. Remember that the size 4 repeaters,
Yeah.
they can't penetrate a Corsair's armor unless the fighters damage you with ballistics and take your armor down. That fucking that
Well, that
a
hammerhead.
hammerhead has a real hard time taking you out.
Well, that's weird because twice last night it smoked my ass in the Corsair.
If your armor got depleted with say missiles or by the
Nope.
fighters,
Nope.
then yeah.
Nope. They must have changed something because I got close to the hammerhead both times and it lit me up, and within probably 45 seconds I was dead in a Corsair.
Really?
Yep.
In a Corsair.
Yep.
I've had I've had it get dicey where especially if a ship rams you, like if a ship rams you, you're armored.
Yep. No,
And
this
then
this
you gotta be really effing careful
yep.
because that
And it,
hammerhead will tear
and,
you an asshole.
well, here's the other strange thing. I was in the bad. The Hammerhead escorts had 6 of them, and they were
Yeah.
white to me and flying around, not even shooting at me. But the Hammerhead and I were going at it, which was kind of
Hmm.
strange. Um, and it toasted my ass both times in the Corsair. Once I got close
Really?
and within weapon range, yeah, and
What
I hit
guns
it.
did you have on the Corsair?
Huh?
What guns did you have on the Corsair?
I had 2 laser cannons, 85B Gatlings,
Oh,
and
those won't touch a hammerhead until you
80.
take his armor down.
Right until you, yeah. Well, that's what the Kinetics for is take his armor down. But I
No, they
had
won't take his armor down. That 85 will get deflected by a hammerhead.
it's supposed to. That's what
You need
it's for.
cannons on a hammerhead armor.
Well, anyway, that I had those, and I had 2 energy cannons, and no, 4 energy cannons of 2 different kinds.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, the energy cannons would work great.
Yeah, well, they kicked my butt. They kicked my butt.
Like the build I'll run size 5 attritions just to bring down shields, right?
Yeah.
But they won't do shit till the arm down. But then 4 of the cannon, laser cannon
Yeah,
for the hammerheads, and that works.
well,
Now
I
you
got
can do
his, yeah,
ballistic
getting his
cannons.
shields down wasn't the issue. It was when I was close enough to fire on him, he was within range of me, and he just ripped me apart.
Yeah, no. Normally, if your armor's up, those laser repeaters that they have,
Yeah.
they'll hurt like your attachment stuff, like turrets, or they'll damage your guns if he's hitting you and your guns are exposed out of the shields. He can damage those, but your main ship, he can't do shit to you
Well, he took
if
out
your armor's full.
the first time he took out power. The second time he blew me up.
No shit.
Yep. And
Yeah,
we're talking in a
maybe they made
minute.
it.
We're talking no more than a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
And of course, there.
And of course there. And which by ironically, the third time was when I came in, sat back down in my hangar, and it fucking pinked out.
Yeah, only time I've ever had problem was when the other fighters in the whatever that
Yep.
wave, if they've damaged me, hit me with missiles or dropped my armor,
Yep.
then that hammerhead will wreck you.
Right.
If you're you can't engage very long.
Right. And that was the second round I went where they actually
Yeah.
engaged, and
And
they
I
were
just go for his fucking turrets. First thing I do, I don't target anything but the turrets initially. As soon as I got shields down in whatever quadrant, I'm going for his turrets in a pass.
Yeah.
In a run.
Yeah,
Then then I go off, charge up, come back, take out another turret.
I was just trying to
the
take
turrets whittled.
I was trying to take his power plant.
Yeah, that I've tried that. The problem is with all his turrets up, he destroys me.
Yeah,
Or he'll wreck.
did that.
Then he'll get your guns done, and he'll just smoke you with shields. He'll start
Part of the other problem I have is all my stuff is sea level military, the highest
Yeah.
I've got.
Okay.
So
Well, and if he blows your turrets,
yeah,
that does a lot of damage. If he blows your
Yep.
turrets,
yep.
and
And,
that
well, it also
it's
when he blows your left wing, your port side wings off, that takes 2 of your weapons too,
yeah.
the big ones. Anyway, yeah, I and then once my ship turned pink the third time I brought it up, that was it. I was done.
I haven't had any issues right now. I've done maybe 4 missions. Seems to be going okay. I'm trying to finish out the senior contractor at Foxwell.
Yeah, and before I sent you a party invite.
Okay. Have to do your messages straight. Start receiving messages in game.
I can't hear you.
He said he can't. Something about getting messages. Has to be in game.
Oh, you're not in game.
I don't
Okay. I was going to share this first mission with him.
I got
guess-
it.
Huh?
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, he did get. You got the party
Yeah, I
invite?
guess he did. Yeah.
Okay.
You got the party.
Can you hear me still?
I can hear you, but you're really low to me, and I've got you cranked up.
I have to check that.
You've got a
I
low
hear you
voice
fine,
too.
just so you know.
Yeah,
Boy.
you've got a
Okay.
low voice too, so I'll try and bring it up on my end. See if I can. You know, if the Tiburon had freaking point defenses, that'd be the perfect ship to be using for this.
So
Or-
where does Xenothreat happen? Is that Nix or Stanton?
And
Stanton.
and any system will you just take missions and they'll spawn. Except for the server-wide one, or the system-wide one where you're going after the Idris, then that'll be wherever it is.
I'm hoping over the weekend we get enough people in. I'd like to go board the Idris and take it up. Have
Yeah,
some fun.
sure.
Because I've been watching some
God, I
videos.
spent so much time taking out one of those Idrises, and then it just
Well,
disappeared.
what's nice is the videos I've been watching. The NPC crew and the Idris is giving people a good run for their money.
Oh yeah, on a good server, they give you. I saw some people doing it. They
Yeah.
were actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, they were having a blast. Ones I saw. It's like, damn, this is cool. Pop your head around and
You
then
know,
PC blows it away.
when you spend some time without playing Star Citizen, well, Malachi probably doesn't, but
Oh yeah,
I log
lately.
in. I log in and I'm inside an 8090 in
Yeah,
the middle of Nexus Star,
yeah.
Oh,
and I wonder what
You,
I'm doing here.
I have. We haven't been playing much N4 since 4.8 dropped. Most of us haven't been playing.
I haven't played like all week.
Yeah, I tried
I
last
played over
night.
the weekend, and then I haven't played fucking at all.
Yeah, we've been not pretty much not playing. I tried last night for a little while
The
and
weekends, I played on the weekend
yeah,
last weekend.
yeah.
You know,
I
quite a
think it was
bit,
one. We
but
played
not.
one night, didn't we? Or did you play all weekend?
I played more than
Yeah,
one night.
I tried last Saturday, but it's been hard.
Yeah, it's just the bugs. You know. Did you see what SIG did with 4.9?
Oh, I'm not even trying that.
Well, they basically with 4.9 they backtracked big time. They pulled out the Orison and the instancing and all that, and basically put a update out on the newsletter. And I posted a link to it in members. You have to scroll up to find it, but they
The
got the
instancing
message.
wasn't doing too well either
The
in
what?
testing. The instancing wasn't going very well
Yeah.
either.
Let me find
So
that.
I think it was kind of like they were like, shit.
They got themselves in a world of hurt. Let's put it that way. And they
Yeah.
came out in the newsletter,
They
and
always do.
basically they pulled everything for 4.9. They've identified over 100 issues that significantly, I'm reading it now, significantly impact core gameplay systems, quality of life, and some of those cover areas like instance hangars, ATC, ship retrieval, freight elevators, quantum travel, star map routing, inventory UE, inventory interactions, ships being falsely marked as lost or destroyed, docking, ship and FPS AI, login flow, exploits, blah, blah, blah. And they basically said that's going to be 4.9. They put all the
Or a
teams,
large, big chunk of it.
yep, they put most of the teams on enough of fixing this shit because SIG got the message. You wouldn't believe.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
the post and the videos over the last few weeks, because I've been watching them, have just laid in the SIG like I've never seen before. And we're talking about
yeah,
well-known names, even Tomato, Space
I
Tomato.
haven't heard anybody saying that 4.9 is playing very well. I heard it's kind of not good.
I don't know about four. I
So
don't know about that.
where are these bug fixes?
Right, but I'm referring to 4.8, not 4.9. I don't judge a patch until it's out, because PTU is PTU. You know.
Supposedly they're going to release it next week. So
Yep. Whatever day this event's over with. But yeah, so they
Yeah, the
got
event is up until the 15th.
yeah. So
is that when it's up?
we got 5
Yeah.
days then, which sucks. Why is this? What the hell? Was it the Asgard I saw that on? Must have been. No. Well, let's see. What I got on my damn Paladin? I forgot. Might as well try that since the Corsair didn't work very well.
pretty sure if I can, once I hit veteran, I'll have access to those missions that give size 3 blueprints, military.
What do you mean?
On the Foxwell chain, or line of missions, when you hit veteran, I believe, level, it opens up missions that have rewards of grade A military components, size 3 shields, size 3 something else.
Yeah, but what level?
Grade A
Oh,
blueprint.
yeah. Well, you're way ahead of everybody else.
It's an effing grind.
Yeah, but like I said, you're way ahead of everybody else. None of us are even near you.
They made it through the jump point in just one try. Nice.
Nice. There you go.
Deadbolt.
Looking at all the blueprints I do have, man. Oh, God, that's those solvilium and all, very, very difficult to get freaking, mine, right? So that's the next challenge. Getting the actual crap to craft it. That's why I need miners. I need people to mine.
Yeah, well, everybody's trying to get this stuff done.
Yeah. Oh, you're in my server, aren't you? I should be sharing these damn missions. What am I doing?
Yeah, I came in on yours. Are you in server yet, N4?
I am.
Okay.
Just made it to Stanton. Can see your markers now.
I'm at Lorville.
I'll share this next one.
Yeah, hold on. That's still giving me that stupid Xeno. Okay, go ahead.
I haven't taken it yet, but I
Oh.
will.
Let me share mine quick for N4. Don't forget your call to arms too. Shared.
Got it.
Where's call to arms? There it is.
Those are Foxwell contracts for mercenary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they show up in the mercenary side, not the flight side. I think you do get points in there as well, in the rep side, but it's like the ground pounder side. All right, you ready for share?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Share out.
Got it?
Got it.
Took it a second.
Yeah, it's the speed of light travel of this, of the signal. It took it a while to get over there.
Is that what it is?
So,
N4, have you played in are you going to play your own ship or do you want to ride with me?
I'm flying the 8090 right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. What do you want to do?
I guess I try tackling the smaller ships with DPDCs just to see if it works.
Okay. I'm going to bring a paladin. We need one more player then so I can put somebody in this 4-gun turret. Damn.
well, get on the 890.
Yeah, that's not a
It's
combat
got
ship. A hammerhead's going to rip that thing apart.
it's got pretty heavy armor, if I recall.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's not going to do well against a hammerhead.
nope.
It's not gonna kill it. It's going to survive, but not kill the hammerhead.
Right.
Exactly. Hammerhead won't be able to penetrate its armor.
No. Our options are take a Paladin with, because I've updated its guns and stuff, or take the Tiburon, which could definitely kick a Hammerhead's ass, or
8090 has some mass 5s for man turrets.
Yeah, it's got what, size 5 guns on the nose turret?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still not a combat ship, so it's not gonna hold its own against much.
It has heavy armor though.
You can defeat a Xeno threat in style.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you want to use the 890, that I'm not gonna go in there. No way. Let's see.
It does have a lot of PDCs, I suppose.
Well, since I don't have a gunner, then you know what
The
else
old
would actually.
Perseus was doing well.
You know what else would be good for this? A Redeemer. Those
Yeah, I
big
suppose
cannons.
the
Well,
Redeemer might
it's
not
got
be
those.
bad.
It's got those
Again,
big
the
ass cannons.
Corsair, I had no problem with Corsair.
Well, I did. So I don't know. That thing, as soon as I came in, that thing was moving on my ass, and it was turning on me and fast.
Is it just a hammerhead or?
Oh no,
more
it
ships?
had 6 fighters with it, and the
Yeah.
hammerhead. But just the hammerhead alone tore me a new asshole. 3 times, well, twice. The third time was I gave up after the fighters fought that
Yeah.
time.
And I typically I dumped 4 missiles on the 4 of the size 3s on the hammerhead, and then I used the other 4 on the the fighter support.
Oh, I hit it with 4
And then-
size 4s. Because
Yeah.
I like to swap mine out. And it helped, it brought the shields down about halfway, but it just, the ship was I don't know, maybe I was on a top end server or something, but that ship was turning and burning, and its accuracy was locked onto my ship. There was didn't matter how defensive I flew, it was on my ass. There was no, I guess I could take out my Tiburon for this mission though. See how it does. You've seen the Tiburon, right, M4?
I have.
Okay.
It's just a hammerhead with a big laser.
Well, it's got a few more changes than that, but it's not a hammerhead. A hammerhead is designed to take on Corsair and Blow, where the Tiburon's designed to take on
Bunch above its weight.
anything, right? Which means I don't want to take the Tiburon because the fighters are going to rip me a new asshole. Shit, what the hell?
No PDCs.
Yep. I guess I'm going to end up having
Perseus works so well with a gunner for those. It really does.
Yeah, on a Perseus I can't take. Again, I need a gunner.
Yeah, you need a gunner, 100%.
At least one.
And one works. One works. Well, I mean, I don't know. What about a heavy fighter with some, size 4 cannons or some that you got some maneuverability,
I was thinking about a Gladiator.
Well, maybe, yeah, Gladiator. Holy shit. Yeah, Gladiator might.
Yeah, I've got the size 4 torch.
But it's only got 2 size 4s?
Yeah. No, it's got 4 size 4s, but 2 of them are the gunner.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
But
it's got some big missiles.
it's got some big ass missiles. Oh wait, no, it's 2 size 4s and 2 size 3s. I thought it had 4s on a turret. Oh shit. Alright. let's
Not
put.
sure. I don't own it, but
I don't have any size 4 cannons. That's the problem.
I'm sure you do. All the Corsairs come with size 4 laser cannons.
Yeah, but I gotta clean that Corsair
Okay.
and then pull all the shit off it.
All right. You could buy some, you know.
With what money?
Oh, Jesus. You know, you say you're good at handling money.
Have I been playing? No. You gotta admit, you gotta play the game to make money.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to play the game to make. And I wasn't making any money in that running that Perseus.
Yeah.
I mean, I was maybe making a little bit, but mostly just breaking. But I mean, we were doing, you know, getting the reputation, but it sure wasn't making the AUEC.
Yeah. Someday when I have a few five, at least 5 million, I'm gonna go buy torps and missiles because the other thing that's driving me freaking batty is these cross-section missiles they put in, where you have to freaking ping to get a lock, which is the dumbest fucking thing.
You gotta ping.
It's another one of those dumbass moves by SIG that makes absolutely no sense when you know, like I've said before, for us that use this stuff in real life, for SIG to take something that we know like the back of our hand and completely alter it to something that doesn't make any sense is just annoying as hell. You know, flash, flare and chaff, throttle, you know, that was versus cruise control. And now they're missile systems. It's garbage. It's just garbage. All right, I'm gonna go with the Gladiator, and hopefully I don't get a hammerhead.
Well, what mission are you taking? That one on that 97 is always a hammerhead. The ambush one?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I didn't know that till last night.
All right, you guys ready for a show?
Just a sec. Come on. This game's so stupid that you can't do anything while you're in a kiosk. Go ahead.
All channels, I'm under attack. Please, if you hear this, help me.
I thought you were sharing something.
Well, you didn't say you were ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Ready? Share out.
Got it.
My bad. I was trying to figure out why that guy was yelling at me. I'm like, what the fuck are you yelling about?
Ooh, I had a bunch of bad guys spawn here at freaking. Gee, what's going on? Who are these fellas that just jumped in?
They definitely need to, the new little dashboard bot thing they made, they gotta put a mute button on him. He talks a lot. Or it doesn't really talk, but he makes a lot of noise. Hey, McQueen. Yeah, I'm not gonna even go into PTU again. No point. Let the kids play with that. after everything that's gone on, you know. I'm doing what I can to keep myself even interested in the game.
Oh, you got it work.
Alright, well, bad guys thwarted. Genie.
Oh, shit. That must be the mission that I took for us. Why are they already attacking the ship? I'm not even there. What the fuck?
My God! Hold on to my
No, we just lost that mission. Or we're gonna. I'll bet you where you're at is where our mission was.
Yeah, did it complete or something?
No, he's gonna die here. He's down to 25%.
No, I'm not at your mission location. That was at the Genie. Literally, I was repairing that and rearming at the space station.
Oh. Well,
We're taking
And a
too
bunch
much
of guys
damage.
spawned.
We can't work like
And I
this.
killed them all, so they could not be.
somebody must have gone through where our guy was.
No, 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 no!
Oh shit! I just killed myself.
Sorry, gonna have to pull this contract from you. Might not be ready for security work yet.
Well, that sucks. So somebody must have entered our mission zone. And it started up. Because I haven't even gone there yet.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean,
Oh, shit.
definitely possible.
So much for that. I guess I'll pull another one. Give me a second. McQueen said the PTU patch, she's not seeing any big improvements.
No, yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I was hearing.
One thing I do like is the new hit markers in PTU. And the new audio. Well, if the audio would work without crashing.
You like the markers?
Yeah, they've got new hit markers in 4.9.
Yeah, I heard.
They're pretty nice. You got white. Let's see, it's white, blue, and red.
That's why you like it, right?
Oh, I just realized that. No, that's not why I like it. But now that you mention it, hell yeah. But they each indicate what you're hitting, basically. Where is this bot at? He's whining at me, so he's in the ship somewhere. I don't see. Oh, there he is, in a little corner. He reacts to how you fly, or if you sit around doing nothing. Well, there's his Darth Vader impression. All right, let's see, contract. Priority. Accepted. Ready for share? And for?
Yep,
Shared.
got it.
Call ATC. Gear up. Yeah, I was pretty surprised last night when I was in for the time I was in with the surround Dolby Surround and 4.9 changes. That was nice. Was hearing sounds I never knew were even in this game. It was pretty nice. Darkness Calling graduated boot camp. You should recognize the name. He's an ETF. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't let
You don't recognize his name, Darkness Calling, from ETF? ETF?
Darkness Calling.
Yeah, Darkness
Is that
Calling.
what you said?
Yeah.
I don't, but I don't try and remember people's names that.
Uh, well, it probably helps with my eidetic memory. I remember it all, which sometimes sucks. The good and the bad. Yeah, he just finished boot. He's
Yeah.
like, I should have talked to you first. I'm like, why? He goes, because it's a mind game. I said, yep. That's what boot is. It's a psychological profile, basically. He's like, yeah, it's easy as long as you just pay attention to what they say and listen and do what you're supposed to do.
Attacking my ship!
I'm like, yep, that's the point. That is its purpose, to weed out those that cry mama. Which is, for a 17-year-old kid like I was when I went into boot camp, that had to be the strangest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Looking at these guys that were a year, 2 years, 3 years older than me, wanting to go home to their mama, to their mommy. You know? I couldn't, as a 17-year-old, I was a kid, and I couldn't, I didn't understand. I did not understand it. Who's shooting at me? What the fuck? Somebody's shooting at me, but I have no targets on the screen. What the hell's going on here? Okay, something's wrong here. Well, this ain't going well. I've got no lock, no nothing. Don't tell me. Oh, I know what this thing did, didn't it? Sure as hell did. It turned off the fucking radar.
That'll do it.
Piece of shit game. Getting my ass handed to me because I don't have any radar because the fucking game is... Alright, I gotta shut up. I'm not doing it. Oh, these suck.
You've got to keep them off us so we can work.
These laser cannons suck. Yep, they suck. They fire way too damn slow to take on fighters. And they're not very quick at killing either. I'm going back to my projectile stuff that makes things die fast. We just lost that mission because they suck.
Sounds like a user problem.
Oh, I'm hitting this guy with two size... What are they, S6? Cannons. And they fire slower than snot. And they're not really doing a whole lot of damage in their hits. And this is on small fighters.
They mess them up pretty good for me.
Well, they're not messing them up.
Of course, I also have dual attrition size 5s.
Yeah, I've got two cannons, that's it. That's what I was getting at. The cannon, two cannons are worthless.
Yeah, I run quad cannons.
Well, I can't on this machine.
The dual size 5s.
And since I can't use half the torpedoes the thing carries, because SIG has a dumbass torpedo
Oh, you're
system.
you're in the
Gladiator. Alright, he's toast. At least missiles kind of work. Oops. Wasted those. Yeah, I gotta go back and change these weapons out. These suck. These are more akin to shooting a big ship because of how slow they fire and how slow the projectiles actually are. That's what these laser cannons are for. They're not for going after fighters. I gotta start fighting my fight again. Fly the way I fly with the guns that I want to use. Oh, shut up, bot. And remember to spawn that or claim that Corsair. It's funny, I made after yesterday's video from SIG, and posted a reply on that. And because they were all happy about, we put in a timer to remove ships from pads and shit like that after 5 hours for 4.9, blah, blah, blah. And I just spoke up.
Bullshit.
I know, that's what I said. I posted, I said, what kind of fucking development, well, I didn't say fuck, but I said, what kind of bullshit development, when are you guys, or how did I word it? I said something to the, I'd have to look again. But I basically said, this type of piecemeal bullshit development has got to stop. I don't know what the hell you people are thinking, but this is why you have so much tech debt. This is why backers like me, more and more, are more and more angry about what's been going on. Because you keep putting piecemeal parts in your game. You just wasted time to create a visual effect, for example, of putting a box around a missile when you put it on a grid. What's the point? To try, you think it's going to fool people into thinking now you've got boxes you can put your missile. You wasted that time.
Change anything.
Correct.
Make a fucking box.
It's a graphic.
Make an actual box.
Yeah. It's a freaking
that
graphic.
I can carry 10 missiles in.
Exactly.
Once I load them in.
Yeah.
That would be useful. The other way, you still got to carry each one individually.
Right. And then I went.
Stupid.
Yep. And then I went on about the salvage, or about the 5 hours, and they basically will despawn everything that doesn't have a player in it. And I'm like, again, you're piecemealing this fucking game. You're kicking the can down the road all the time. We're 15 years in, and you people at SIG have not figured this out yet. I go, there is no excuse for this kind of development. I'm like, none whatsoever. You know, not everybody out here has no knowledge on how this stuff goes. I happen to have some of that knowledge. And your development system sucks. I go, I've never seen a project. I went on and on. Anyway, I go, you could have just.
That and was like, what a great idea. Seriously.
Yeah, well.
Okay, how about you make a 16 SCU open frame bot?
Right.
Just fucking, and then so you can load.
Exactly. That's what I said. And then I hit him on the pad thing about despawning ships, and I said, why didn't you, instead of wasting time putting a fucking 5 hour timer in, and having to check for if somebody owns it or somebody's there or whatever the hell you're doing. Why didn't you just take that time and make a couple of salvage missions, a couple of tow missions, and call it a day, and get rid of the stupid ass safe zones? You know, it's this stupidity has got to stop. 15 years and you people have not even
Yeah, the
gotten the
second that
basics down.
thing has an insurance claim against it,
Yep,
it's 100% viable.
exactly. If a
And it's
player,
not a criminal's, you know, you can tow it, you can salvage, you can
yep,
do whatever the, you know,
yep,
without a crime step.
yep,
Or maybe, yeah, well, that'd be great if you could go, yeah, I took an insurance repo man mission, and, you know, if I go and tow it over to this box at the station, you know, and turn it in, I get some credit, you
right.
know?
It's just,
I
it is,
suppose, and if you're, and the system's gonna know, if you're the old owner of that ship, you can't get it.
right,
You know, it won't give you that mission.
right,
You know what I mean?
yep. I
You know
basically,
how the corporate world works. A dev has a task and he has to complete it in the shortest path possible.
Yeah,
I think that's how SIG works.
maybe.
well, the thing is, like P. Gill
But
just
who's
said,
assigning a task that is that stupid,
yeah,
right?
that's the
That's
question.
well, you know,
Who's,
somebody said, oh yeah, let's, you know,
yeah,
approve
somebody is
for
managing
that
this
guy to
stuff.
do that.
There's got to be a
It's like,
manager. There's somebody, you're right, P. Gill. There's
yeah,
got to be
there's
somebody
somebody
making
who's
these
saying,
decisions.
you know, like that's a great idea.
Yeah, and whoever's making those decisions is a dumbass. Put it bluntly.
Stupid,
They got to
pointless.
get through their freaking brains, you know, that this
All
is
they
Maybe
do
not
it's
how
is
you,
all
huh?
create work.
AI agents now.
Yeah, probably. Well,
There's
no,
not
the
that
AI
same
agents would
mistake.
do a better job.
I
It's just, it is,
tell you what, if the AI agent digested the fucking some forum threads of us talking, it might do a great job.
Yeah, that also. They're not reading the forum posts. They're just using AI for sure.
yeah.
It's,
Well, you know, the funny
I
thing,
don't know.
anyway, I wrote this post and I said everything that we just talked about.
They
And then
won't
I
read
thought,
it.
I go, I wonder what other people are thinking. I started scrolling down, and lo and behold, there were, there were dozens and
Next time you
dozens.
have to write a long post about something SIG does wrong, you just log into AI and tell the AI to write it for you. Like, please tell SIG why I am mad at
Nah,
it.
I don't use AI. I don't give a shit about that.
You probably should, because if they won't care to read your response, why should you spend
Yeah,
time writing it?
yeah. It's just, you know. But the funny thing was, there were dozens after I finished mine. The next thing I know, I checked mine, and I'm like, wait a second. There were every post through it, people were saying the same exact thing I was saying from yesterday's video. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us are professionals. We're, you know, or were professionals, or might be retired now, or I actively,
Right.
you know, have a fucking job where I am responsible for a lot of shit
Yep.
and people and assets and money
Yep.
and, you know, crap. And it's just like, dear God, I would
Yep.
fucking fire all you.
Yep. I would too. I'd have fired them
If you
all a long
fucking
time ago.
work for me, I would just be like,
Yep.
yeah,
You're out of
fine.
here.
See you later.
And I'm sure part of the excuse is, well, people, it's hard to find programmers. Well, you know,
It's
that's
not.
Can't be
right.
that hard.
Actually, with AI now, you can, like, you have a junior programmer, the junior becomes a senior quite fast
Yeah. But not
because
only
the AI
that,
can teach
they're
them.
they're in
Yes.
England, so at this point they can freaking hire from other countries too. You know, they moved out of the U.S., so they're not gonna obviously move back to the U.S. and use U.S. programmers.
Yeah, the programmers don't even have to be in the same country.
Yeah, well, that's true, but you know how that goes.
works pretty well
Yeah,
for a
work
lot of
from home
organizations.
productivity is not great.
Right.
It takes a disciplined personality to work from home and
I
be
work
truly
from home.
productive. I'm just saying it takes a disciplined personality
To do that.
to do it and be productive,
Yeah.
you know.
That's the one thing
Yeah,
about
it's
the
hard.
U.S. People here, the younger generations have lost that. They don't have the, what's the word I want to use?
Work ethic.
Work ethic. There. And the worst part is they don't have the morals either.
Yeah. I just interviewed a guy for a technician position in LA, right? He worked for me 10 years. He left the company in 2015, right? And he's been doing other stuff. I was looking at his resume. He's done several things. But I had an opening and he applied and I interviewed him and I was like, Reyes, I was like, dude, what's been up to? Went over all this shit. I'll take him back. I got a guy I will fire. Take him. I'll talk. I mean, I already talked to my boss about it, but I was just like, yeah, no, this guy was great when he worked for us. He was solid. And what's funny is I know what she's gonna say. She's gonna be like, yeah, but he's like 50 some years old. And I'm like, yeah. And he will fucking kick ass until he's done,
Yep.
you know? And,
Yep.
you know,
Age shouldn't
the
matter.
guy will fucking work for 10 years probably,
Yep.
more. If as long as we treat him right, he'll fucking kick ass.
Yeah. And that's part of the problem is you got these people like the woman you just talked about that don't seem to understand that the younger generations they're shit. I mean, not 100%, but even the younger
No, you
generations.
find, there are people who are good, but it just seems like the percentage is 80-20.
Yeah. I mean, even my own grandkids are agreeing with that sentiment. They're like, they've got friends they know or they know people at their own work, and they're like, these people think they don't get it. And a lot of the
Yeah.
questions are like, why are they like that?
Or their
It's like,
work,
well,
like their work record, they're like, they work here for fucking 6 months, maybe a year. Then they don't work for a fucking half year. Then they work somewhere else for maybe 6 months or a year. And it's just like blam, 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 blam. All these fucking, it's like, oh my God, you know?
yeah,
Well, they'll just, I'm like, ugh. Well, I wanted to try, I learned all I could. They give me all these lines, and it's like, no, you fucking suck. I want a guy who's at least sticking it out, 5 years in a place or more or something.
yep.
Anyway, yeah.
It's it's bad when our grandparents and parents' generations today are telling us that they've never seen it this bad in their entire lives. That's when you know things are badly messed up.
I don't know. My kids are good.
Yeah, like I said, it's not 100% of the young
Yeah.
generation, but it's a, it's a, what the break is? Rural versus city slicker. That's the break.
Yeah, I mean, my kids would be considered city. I mean, honestly, but they had the benefit of my father's
Right,
spread and his property and being able to come out on the weekends and learn how to work.
right. But when I mean city slicker, I'm talking about the ones solely raised in the preppy schools in the city. They never
Urban.
go anywhere. They don't know that meat and milk come from a cow. You know, they think it's made in the back of the store.
That's pretty bad. There's some dumbass fucking people. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I'm just
I've met them.
shocked when I talk to people and I'm just like, and it started a long time ago.
Yep.
like a long time ago.
Yep.
In the 90s, I would meet people not that much younger than me, right? And be talking to them and just be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Like, just don't know shit. Like, did I ever tell you the story of this girl I was dating? Cute girl, great, everything, and her friends, a little younger than me, not much, maybe 5 years. But I was dating her and we were going out. And we were going out to see Apollo 13.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and we're waiting. She girls were getting ready or whatever. Her and her roommate, whatever. And a bunch of us were, just hanging out in the house or the apartment, actually waiting. And we started talking about the movie, and I started talking about the mission, Apollo 13. And now we kind of talking about. It. And they're like, stop, dude! We haven't seen the movie yet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you haven't seen the movie? None of us have seen the movie.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, well, we don't, what do you mean you haven't? And I was like, it's, my girlfriend comes out. She's like, no, I haven't seen it either. I don't want to know how it ends. And I'm like, dear fucking God, people, this is history. You're telling me you have no clue
Yep.
what
Yep.
the fuck happened?
It's
They
history.
didn't. And none of them. There's fucking five, 6 people in there. None of them had a clue.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
it
like,
happened so long ago because
yeah, but it's huge. I mean, anyway, for me, I'm like, to me, my family, whatever, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody, no.
I don't. I don't know if I told you this one. We had down at the missile base. There were the people could come in when we had like an open tour day or something, and we had this group come in, and we had taken them down into the God, how far? I think we were on deck 12 or deck 11 or 12, down where the big freezers were, where we had fresh food stored, flash frozen, that kind of thing. And there was this lady. She probably in her mid to late 20s, attractive, that kind of thing.
Ah,
Just out of
cigarette,
just out of
bro.
college, and she's like, "Well, if how long do you think you'd have to stay here?" Well, depending on the situation, somebody might have to stay down here for months, a year, whatever. And she's like, "Well, what do you do when you run out of food?" And it's like, "Well, by then we hope, you know, the war or whatever's happened is over enough that we can open up and come out of the bunker." And I'm like, "So if something like that would happen to your home, you have food in your house?" And she's like, "Well, no, I go out to eat all the time." And I'm like, "So what would you do?" And she's like, "Well, what do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, let's say that tomorrow a solar flare happens and the power grid, all electricity and everything is knocked out." I said, "What are you going to do?" And she's like, "Well, the power company would have the power grid back up in a day or two, right?" It's like, "No, the solar flare wipes out the power grid. You're not going to get it back in a day or two." She says, "Well, it ain't going to take them any longer than a week to do it." And I'm like trying to explain to this woman what reality is. So I'm like, "Okay, let's say that power does come back up, but the restaurants can't function and all that because they don't have any food, because supply was interrupted, that kind of thing. What are you going to do?" He said, "Well, I'll go to the store and buy what I need. I can get through, a few days like that." And I'm like, "Okay, so you get to the store and there's no food. There's no meat on the shelf, that type of thing. What are you going to do?" And she's like, "Well, they get deliveries every day." And I said, "You got to remember, there's no power, there's no GPS, there's none of this stuff, so the supply chains aren't running yet. What are you going to do?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll go back to the back and grab whatever there is, or I'll talk to the people that work in the meat department." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean you're going to talk to them?" And she's like, "Well, if the shelves are out, they can just go back and make more." And it was probably the hardest time I ever had in my life not to just utterly fall over laughing so hard, which would have been totally unprofessional in uniform, of course. It was, it was, it was, I couldn't believe she had, and she believed it. They go back in the back and they make more if the shelves are empty. She firmly, honestly, truly believes that. And the way society has changed is not for the better. And
It's intentional.
well, it's also part of it's not intentional. Part of it is and this is my firm belief. Part of it is because of the internet.
I mean, I'm sure it's a contributing factor.
Well, I think it's a
For sure.
huge factor. There are too many people that live their lives on the internet.
I'm on it now myself.
We're not living on it though.
True.
You know, each of us
Well,
goes and
we're
does.
living through a server error now.
We are living through a server error.
Oh, you guys might be. I'm not. Hangar request complete. It's probably if you're in one, you're near me, right? Yep, you're. Yeah, you're
I'm
relatively
in
close.
area. I'm in our corp system.
Yeah, but N4 is near me, so if he's in a server error, it means the orbital marker, orbital server boundary is gonna probably put me in one when I go through it. You're still in a server error, N4?
Oh,
Yep.
I just remembered it's Friday. Oh, yeah.
It is? Cool.
Yes. Well, I'm sitting here going, God, I could use another beer. But I was like, no, you're in your head. No, beer. Wait, don't have.
Did you get my mission share before, N4?
I did.
Okay. Hey, Nima.
Malachi,
Hey.
gentlemen, how's everyone?
We're doing all right. Trying to get some things accomplished.
I think they're working on the
Yeah, we're trying to work on the mission event stuff so we can get those blueprints.
the Xeno threat stuff,
We could use some help.
and then I'm just doing whatever that chain is, the fire. What the hell are they called again? Foxfire or Firefire or whatever that chain.
Foxwell.
Foxwell. Yeah, the Foxwell ship mission chain. I'm trying to progress that a little.
Are you out of server error, N4?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not.
I was hoping you said yes because I crossed the boundary and it's not giving me
So that
one.
means it must have been multiple DGSs that went down. If he's out. Well, maybe not. Maybe mine's just not showing.
Well, if it's a server that went down, all the DGSs on that server would drop. So you can have multiple DGSs go offline if the server actually failed. Which is kind of a good thing because that means a new
Oh,
server had to come online.
I'm out. I'm back.
Yeah, if a server goes down, then a whole new server's got to spin up, plus all the DGSs.
Yeah.
Where are you at in the game, Nima?
Mayday, outlaws are attacking my ship!
Nima?
At the moment, I do not remember it.
Well,
Right
we
now,
were in Area 18, weren't we? I mean, have you played since you logged out at Area 18?
uh, then I would be at Area 18 then. I don't think I've moved from there.
If you want to
Yeah.
come to Lorville, then you can ride with me for these
Right
missions.
now, right for the moment, I would have to say, as much as I would like to, I would have to say, go without me for the moment.
Well, yeah, we're already fighting, but fucking game. It's not restocking missiles properly. Come on.
You've got to use the robot so we can work.
Shit. I'm in the middle of a fight. Did you just share that? Or somebody share one?
I did. Inside contract X.
Yeah, let us know.
Complete.
Let us know when you're gonna do that, please.
What kind of chain is it? What are you doing? Pinpoint?
Foxwell contract.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll pinpoint. Is it ship fighter one?
Yeah, clear ship check.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Come
take
on.
part of that, sure.
Desync sucks tonight.
Something I've been wondering about is when the Ironclad finally comes out in game to buy, how much will they sell it for?
I think it's in. I think it's.
It's gonna be maybe 60, 70 million.
Yeah, but I think it isn't it in 4. They released the list of ships in 4.9. Isn't it on the list?
I'm heading out. Take care.
I haven't even looked as of yet.
Yeah, there's a long list in 4.9. I think it was in the patch
But
notes.
if it's going to be anything north of 60 million, I'm going to have to go and ask Daddy Warbucks here for some money or do a lot of grinding.
Who's Daddy Warbucks?
Well, the three main members here.
Oh, I have like 300K. Boy, he got his ass. Oh, do shit. Surprised he's even alive. The Stinger can take some punishment. But I don't think this guy's going anywhere. Be nice if I could find some of the wreckage so I could replace my damn missiles.
Do any of the Foxwell contracts count towards Xeno threat or just specific ones?
The only ones that count
Well,
towards
the
the event
Xeno
are,
threat have to be taken through the priority
yeah,
if
it's
you
only the
want
priority
Xeno
missions.
credit.
Yep. said these missions do show up in Levski too, or in Nix?
No, Xenothreat?
Yeah.
I think they're just in Stanton.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Stanton.
It'd be nice to take out that Idris. Apparently the mission's not available. Keeps telling me unavailable. That's what I don't get is they, why the tougher missions don't offer more progress points. Ready for share? And
Yep.
okay. Sending.
All channels, I'm under attack. Please, if you hear this, help me.
Okay, where the fuck's the ship at? There he is.
You guys ready for a share?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Share out.
Got it.
Hey, Walters and Cox calling. Hey, give me your hands up there in the field. I've done all the specific things Fox wasn't telling me. All that's left is you get it in place, drop a hammer.
All right, who can give me a couple million? I got to get some missiles on this ship because it's not reloading. Plus, I want to buy a couple cannons.
You need millions?
Yeah, missiles are not cheap.
They're a lot cheaper than they were.
Well, I know,
Like,
but I want to get some cannons too. Some attritions and some projectile cannons.
save it up. Damn it.
Part of me wouldn't worry about it, but I want to get this event done, so I need to get some firepower to get the event done. That's the problem.
Yeah, same here in that combat ship.
Yep. I'm going to run to Area 18 to get guns and missiles.
Where's a good place to rent a heavy fighter?
Sent you 500,000.
Heavy fighter, good question. I would assume either Area 18 or Lorville.
Did you get the 500,000?
Yeah. Thanks. Can you send me a working map? Or can I buy one?
Not even on the. Not even for money. Not even for real money.
Figures.
A 100 years in the future, they've forgotten what GPS is.
Yep. Well, shit, don't you remember?
They'd
A
forgotten what
thousand
a
years.
compass was
Yeah,
for
they
a long
forgot
time.
where a compass was for. Sig even said it. We don't see the reason you'd ever need a compass in the game. God, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget
We
that
fucking
video.
laughed. We were like, "Are you insane?"
That
Yeah,
was,
because nobody uses compasses in real life, right?
yeah, right.
I mean, you
The
might
average
not use
person.
a magnetic compass, but you gotta use one to look
Speak
for
for
one that
yourself.
might be true.
Speak for
The average
yourself.
person
I'm
doesn't know
just
how to
saying.
use one.
I of course have one.
I don't use
But
GPS. I use compass.
GPS is damn handy. Denying it.
The only thing that's got GPS in my vehicles is my Goldwing, and I don't hardly use it at all.
It's on every damn smartphone out there.
Huh?
It's on every dang smartphone out there.
Yeah, but I don't carry a cell phone.
Malachi only has his Nokia
That's on you.
and the SL.
I mean, people make it, when people find that out, they make it sound like I'm taking my life under risk and
No,
all
I'm
this
not
shit.
saying anything. I'm just
No, but
saying
no, I'm saying, but other people have.
it's
They,
awfully
it's like,
convenient.
but they make it sound like life can't exist without it. And I'm like, how do you think our grandparents and our parents did? How do you think we
Well,
military
I
do it?
mean, you're in the Navy, so you understand. I mean, there's a lot of navigation stuff that's not GPS that we still use
Correct.
today.
And
Like,
get
ain't a
this,
compass.
people are,
In the RAM.
yeah, but
The
the
RAM
fun,
ain't a compass.
but the funny thing is, in the Navy, we're required to
In
know
the
how to do it
VLS,
and use it.
not a fucking RAM. Or
No, in the
all
Navy,
VLS is land-based LAN, really, but whatever.
well, no, in the Navy,
Today,
we are required to use manual navigation methods backed up by GPS or,
Oh, I
or
know, you Navy guys. I just watched a show where you're all calculating your latitude based on the traveling of the sun and
that's
da da
right.
da da da.
That's
You
right.
know.
We still use the
And
old
hey, I
tools.
took a bearing while they were hiking us out here off this
Yep.
star, and then
Yep.
when we get there, I'll take another bearing at the same time, and I'll calculate it,
That's
our
right.
position that way too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start singing Phillips people here. In the Navy.
Any
Yes,
military, even European military units do this.
they had a boner for Navy guys, that's for sure.
The the oh, did you see that video I posted? Did I post it? Oh, maybe I didn't post it.
Hey, lead singer of the Village People just died recently.
Yeah, that's bad.
What sub was that off of that you posted that picture and for? It looks like an old one.
Yeah, can you identify the ship?
Not from that picture.
It's the USS Growler.
Is it? Yeah, from that picture I wouldn't be able to ID it, no. I just, like I said though, I knew it was an old one. Because the modern subs have a lot different torpedo bay now. But I knew it wasn't World War II and I knew it wasn't modern. Isn't the Growler one of the last diesel subs we had? I'd have to look it up in my book. I think it is though. Where'd you see that at?
It's parked at a pier in New York.
That's what I
It's
figured.
been turned into a museum.
Gotcha. Then yeah, that's a diesel sub. One of the last ones we had in service. The big giveaway was the torpedo actually. That it wasn't a modern sub. That is not a Mark 48.
Nice work.
Mod 4.
Fox appreciates it. Okay, give me a sec.
It looks like a Mark 11 actually, but or a Mark 14. Hard to tell though. I can't see the prop. But it's not a Mark 48. That I do know. And that's an old enough sub. It may never have had Mark 48s anyway. Yeah, let's run into these smokestacks in the flight line of my hangar. Shit. What the hell did I hit?
Yeah.
I would like to, just to see this. I'll probably never be able to go to New York again because they'd arrest my ass. But I would like to have been there to see the tall ship parade over the 4th of July.
Yeah, it was pretty cool on the TV.
Yep. I didn't get to watch it. Did they have, tell me the Navy was smart enough to have the USS Constitution under sail.
I don't recall seeing the Constitution. They had that Coast Guard, the Coast Guard
Yeah.
sailed,
Yeah, that one I knew.
but I don't recall seeing the Constitution.
Why in the hell wouldn't
I
they?
asked about I remember asking too. I was like, because I didn't see it.
I wonder.
Maybe it was there. There was a lot of ships, international. There was quite
Yeah.
a few. But
Well, the Constitution would have been a forefront for 250 years. That ship's 250 years old.
right? Yeah.
More than
Very
like, if it
sure.
wasn't there, then it was held in D.C. They probably didn't want to take it all the way to Washington. You know, it's weird how many people, how many Americans don't know that the oldest active duty ship still under arms is the USS Constitution, a Revolutionary War ship nicknamed the Old Ironsides because the Brits cannonball bounced right off the damn thing.
Must have been 18 million on it.
Do what? What was that? Somebody said something, but I didn't hear it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, a lot of people though, they aren't even aware that not only is she fully active duty with a full crew and everything, but she's fully armed.
Such as it is, I imagine.
You know, those cannons can still kill. Not
I
gonna take
didn't-
out a
I
battleship.
just said such that they are.
Yeah,
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
they have upgraded the
I believe
muskets.
She has modern, weapons. I don't believe.
Yeah, well, they have
I guess.
upgraded. The crew has upgraded weapons. They do have M4s and
Sure,
stuff like that.
that would be reasonable. What the? Okay.
And every time they take her out, they clear her throat, as it's called in the Navy. They fire her off. I think if I remember right, because they turn they turn her around every year too, or every half a year, because from her mooring, they take her out and put the leeward side in. And I think it's the leeward side that is then fired each time they take her to turn her around. And I think that's what they said. It's one hell of an honor to serve on board it too. It's about as high as being a member of the honor guard for the unknown soldier tomb. A lot of people vie for that. Only a few get it. That goes true for presidential escort and stuff as well. The big one for those like me are the Presidential Security Response Team, QRF. Basically, shit goes down and Secret Service calls us, or calls our team, basically. I was never on it. You gotta be even more than, you gotta live it for you to even get selected for that shit. And then you get to go through all sorts of training and courses about etiquette and how to treat dignitaries and blah, 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 blah. Forget that shit. Give me a gun, some bullets, and I want to shoot people. I mean, I used to. Of course, I don't want to do that now. Never want to do that now.
Whatever.
Well, if they're bad people like pedophiles and shit, that's a different story. But, you've heard me say before. As far as I'm concerned, pedophiles and rapists should be treated like murderers, first-degree murderers, violent murderers.
Bury him under the prison.
Yep. Bullet between the eyes, no hand, no head covering or anything. That's it. By the way, that dad that you heard that dad, where was it, Tennessee? Where he caught that guy raping his daughter, and he
Is that
was,
talking about the guy you killed?
yeah, he ended
He
up,
got out.
yep, he got out, went after his daughter again, and he killed him, and then the father gets arrested for, you know,
Whichever.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yep, well, he
I
was,
didn't hear that he had gone after his daughter again.
oh
I
yeah,
just heard that
yep,
he just, he just murdered him.
yeah, no, the guy was found guilty.
Custody.
No, he was found guilty, and then eventually he got out, went after the kid again, and the daughter, he actually kidnapped the daughter this time, and the father was lucky enough to get into his truck and chase him down, ran him off the road, and then whatever ensued, and he shot the guy dead. I'd do the same damn thing.
Yeah. That's where a jury comes in to make the right decision.
And they did. And now he's the sheriff of the county. Yep. Yep. That's why I was wondering if you heard about it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yep. He was just elected 2 months ago. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The sheriff arrests him, charges him with murder, and now he's the actual sheriff. And I guess it was landslide.
Well, technically, you'd have to arrest him and charge him. He did commit murder, but he's,
Well, it's self-defense. It should have been. It shouldn't have been an arrest. It should be self-defense. Period.
They still would probably arrest the guy.
See, here in my state, they don't.
Figure out what the hell is going on, unless there's a witness to it, or
right.
whatever.
In my state, when it's clear that it's self-defense, they don't charge anybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Depends on what you define as what's clear. If it's just him and the only guy alive is the guy who killed the other guy, it ain't clear, right?
Well, the homeowner a mile away from our home here, 2 guys entered the house.
If he's dead in your house, then yeah, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Or on your property, either.
On your property, castle doctrine.
If he's armed, he doesn't have to be armed, but
nope, not
sure
with castle. Well, yeah, it probably does help in other states.
Depends on the laws of the state.
Yep. Yeah, here.
Colorado still has castle doctrine stuff. I mean, you come in, but you got to be on property. It's dicey in Colorado. In the house threshold, like they're in your house, even if they're in your vehicle, like you got a camper, like if you're, things like that, yeah, then and if you feel fear for your life, yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, but would you trust the?
No, I would not trust the current government in Colorado to not make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, it depends on the jurisdiction, right? Sheriff outside of Denver, probably be fine. In Denver, or some of the local, close cities that are fucking lefty, probably not so much. You guys ready for a share?
Yeah. Hold on.
Share out.
Shit. Got it, I think. Yep, I got it. These freaking weapons are expensive.
Yes, they are.
Fuck.
What weapons are you buying?
Well, I was trying to buy some ballistic weapons.
Oh, like cannons?
Yeah, size 4, size 5.
Yeah.
They're freaking too expensive.
Well, we could salvage some.
No, because mine are all bricked. Remember, they brick for me.
Okay, well,
Or they
then
don't brick.
put them on the ship.
They were on the ship. They're not bricking. They're going to expired with a lock on them.
Yeah, well, maybe they were maybe that was player equipment, not NPC.
It was not player equipment. You're not listening. All those weapons that I
I
collected.
heard you. I just think maybe you were confused.
They're the ships that we killed. You and I.
Yeah.
And we took those
None of
guns
them
and
were
stuff
brick.
off.
Nothing's brick for me. It's all good.
That's what I'm telling you. Mine
Not
are.
a piece, not one component or weapon.
Last year, did you have a broken account for 8.5 months? No, I did,
Okay.
and you know that.
All right.
So
It doesn't mean you can't go get some more and use them and see if it
I'm not
persists.
wasting- that's why I haven't been
time
playing.
out.
Why do I want to waste my time when I've got a good chance of it happening again?
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
That's why I'm
Maybe
trying to
some
buy
weird-
some.
Some weird glitch or something. I don't know.
Man, this sucks.
I won't bother giving you any components that are good that I salvage.
Right, because I probably go to expired again.
Yeah. Who was it? Did I give you any gear? Was that you or was that somebody else I gave back?
You gave me some military gear the last time that we
Yeah, it was,
played.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Nima.
Keep an eye on it. Let us all know if any of that goes timed out or anything.
Oh, fuck.
Because that was all salvage gear.
How would I know if it timed out?
It'll say it in your inventory. Or
Yeah,
in the
good.
or in the ship, like if you're in the ship tool, in the app for equipping stuff.
Were you there over the 4th N4? Or just a regular vacation?
Oh, to New York. Yeah, I went to the United States for work and took the time to spend a few days in New York.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Did you go to this DC at all?
I just got a few days in New York to go to the museum in Central Park.
So you were on the island. You're on Manhattan.
Yeah, only Manhattan.
Cool.
At the
And of
moment,
course, with a
I'm sorry.
carrier there.
Unless if I'm overlooking it somewhere, I don't say anything about it being bricked or anything.
Nope.
No, it is on mine. Everything I've picked up or salvaged has a marker on it. That says
Oh,
expired.
this is empty.
Yeah, it has a lock, padlock on it, and it says expired. Which is, well, I didn't think Sig had put it in the game yet. So things expire, then they get a padlock on them, and we don't have any way to register them in our name yet. So why they have that in the game now, I don't know. Makes no sense to me.
Do I need to pull these equipment off my ship?
No,
No.
just
No.
just keep an eye on it though. If you start seeing expired with padlocks, just check your ships every once in a while. Check your stuff in your inventory. I'm not the only one having the issue, so. What I'm wondering is if when they made some changes to my account last week, it just got turned on by accident. Which is a possibility. But I haven't heard back yet since I reported it. I did report back that that attempted workaround didn't do shit for cargo elevators. Hopefully they get that resolved in 4.9. I don't understand how. Yeah, I do understand after what we've been going through. I now understand why they have shit that they fix and it breaks again the next patch.
You know what code branching is?
Yep. Yep.
That's probably why devs work on their own branches and they can't merge it all back.
Well, the problem is, I don't know if they've got the branch system set up wrong, or if they've got it. Somebody's not paying attention to what they're doing.
Well, they've made those mistakes before.
Yep.
With improperly checking in changes on a branch and
Yep.
stuff. They have fucked that up a few times.
Yep. There should only be, in a project like this, especially this big, there should only be 2 branches. The live branch that never gets touched until you do a full update to it, and a dev branch that literally checks in and checks out functions as they're being worked on. And when that function is checked back in, it's checked back into the main dev branch. It's not checked into branch 3, 4, 5, or the artist branch, or the networking branch. It's all one branch, development branch. There's no, you know,
Well, when you have like multiple offices working on a big project like this, you can't have people check out files
yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
it's too
and the
much
other
Yes,
people be
distance.
unable.
yes, you can.
Yeah, too much distance.
We do it in the Navy. So yes, you can, and it works just fine when it's properly set up.
I
The
guess they
dev
don't have your
branch,
assets.
the dev branch is duplicated in real time as well. So when you start your process, then your shift or whatever your day, you will. Why is my the dev branch is backed up before anything gets checked out for the the start of a day or whatever, um, and then that copy is archived, so it can't be touched. Again, it's pushed away. The dev branch is opened, and all the offices or bases or whatever around the world, they check in and check out stuff in real time from that main dev branch. Now there can be, and in some cases, depending on security levels, there can be. Um, they're not called branches. They're like nodes where the code will be shunted to the side to go through a security check. Blah 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 blah, depending on what it is, that kind of thing. But when that's done, it's put right back into that main branch again. Um, and it's in and out. And then when that branch is closed for the day, say that the branch is open for 24 hours, at 000 hours, the backup is that branch is locked down, and the next day, the next start of that period, it's backed up, and it's shunted away to be archived, and the new branch or the branch opens again for input and output.
I don't
And
think they're losing code. They're just getting
Bad check-ins.
merging merging branches that revert the good changes that were done
right,
before. And QA have to probably go through all that over again.
right. But see, that's why I said it's probably set up wrong, because they shouldn't be doing that. That's not how QA should be getting. There should be a QA branch that doesn't get altered or changed. What it's used for is to test patches. And if patch fails, QA comes back and tells the dev branch, this patch number, blah, 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 with this timestamp failed. And the devs get an immediate notice for whoever worked on that patch so that they can go back in and either pull that or fix it right away or whatever they need to do. QA should never be working off the dev branch, the live dev branch. But it seems like that's what SIG's doing. They're breaking it into multiple pieces and then trying to check them all back in to one of the branches they've got going. Because SIG has said they have multiple branches running. And a lot of us have said, you can't do that. It makes no logical sense to do that. None. Because,
Well, they have at least two because they have Squadron 42 and PU.
well, that's separate. Squadron 40, at least I
Yeah, that
hope
would
it
be a
is.
totally different.
Yeah,
That's different.
yeah, I hope it is. That should be on its own separate, whole separate system. If
Well,
that,
it's a whole different game.
right.
Granted, the engine is the same, so to speak, but
Yeah, but even though the engine's the same,
Yeah.
it should be on its own, completely opposite, completely different. It should never ever interface with the MMO.
I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they do, but I think it's a little more than a branch. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's its own separate
Yep.
line of code. You know.
Yep. I mean, it's whatever's going on. Something is either not set up right, or whoever's doing the managing of this stuff, it doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And that's my opinion. But I've run large projects and of even my own, and I've never seen anything like this, like the way they're doing it, ever. And I'm not the only one that has said that.
Somebody's out here with better. Idris? Idris.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected.
I gotta be getting close to this stupid. Tell you what, sucker progresses slowly.
Yeah, but in reality, it should progress even more slow. Unless they really
Not
ramp
really.
up, you know. Otherwise, people are going to be able to finish the whole branch in a month. Be like, what's the point?
if you don't have anything but an Aurora like I do, the game is really too slow. You can really do anything.
Well, yeah, but the majority backers don't have just an Aurora. That's the problem that SIG is giving themselves. What is my one? I think I've got my one account has a Mustang Alpha, and the other one has a Cutlass.
You guys ready for a share?
Yep,
Yep. Got it.
got it. That was quick.
I mean, if you're at lower levels, these missions should be giving you some decent progress, I would think.
Be right back.
Okay. I've also noticed, even if the Corsair's sitting still, it's using hydrogen fuel.
Yeah, all ships do that a little bit.
No, they're not supposed to. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, they're
Well,
not supposed
they
to if the
do.
engines are off.
Not if the engines are off. If the engines are on, they do.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. They do it with the engines off.
Oh, well, then that's...
Now, this is interesting. The equipment that I pulled off of my ship in favor of the ship parts that was given to me, they're marked as bricked.
Yeah, see?
Well, if you claimed that ship, like if you claimed that ship at any point, then yes, they would be brick.
Why would
The
they? Why would they
only
be
thing is,
bricked?
Because he claimed the ship. That's why.
He just said they were components he got, was given or picked up. They shouldn't be bricked.
No, he said the components he took off of the ship. Right? But if he's claimed that ship, they would be brick.
Oh, I say it again, Nima, because I thought you said it was components you were given.
that I took off the components and they're bricked, my
Right,
old components. The
right.
new component that was given to me has not been bricked
Okay,
as of yet.
okay. Yeah, that's normal if because you've claimed that particular ship, right?
You save the, you know what I mean? You save that configuration, right?
Yes.
And then have you claimed the ship?
No.
Oh, well,
Not
yep.
since you've taken those off,
Then they shouldn't be bricked.
then they shouldn't be brick.
Yeah, if you
Well,
take
that
them off,
may be.
if you take them
I'm
off,
sorry?
they should just sit in your inventory perfectly fine.
Yeah. Unless you claim the ship. Claim the ship, they're going to be brick.
Yep.
I have not claimed any
Yeah,
of it.
it's a bug because I've seen it too, but I'm also seeing some of them show up as, like I said before, they got a padlock on them and they show up as expired.
So, what do I do with the other equipment that was given to me?
Just
Nothing.
keep
Just
using
leave
it.
it on your ship and
Yep.
use it.
Just make sure you keep insuring the ship when you
Yeah,
spawn it.
make sure you insure that ship. If you don't insure those components on that ship,
You won't get them
then,
back.
you know,
Yep.
you won't get them back. Yeah. Unless you go out to the wreck and get them, then you might.
Now, what you also want to do is
That's
when they get ready to go to 4.9 next week, at least 2 days before they go to 4.9, I'd start pulling components off your ships and storing them in your local inventory because who knows what this new system is going to do. Thank God this time around I only have a couple of ships I have to pull components off of. Because everything else is toaster ready.
And it looks like the military grade C for the cooler that I have, it is, well, I thought it was showing brick, but it's not.
What the hell? I'm in the cloud. No, that mission failed for some reason.
What do you mean obstructed?
I'm sorry, but I need to revoke this contract. Foxwell needs to be optics to uphold biblical standard. Hey, I'm Morton Fox. Let's get you work. Swap contracts and we'll get this sorted out.
Off one of my shields because it was showing bricked.
Yep. Yeah, so you have to replace it.
Back.
It's one of those, again, SIG just, they do a quarter of,
Shares out.
All
oh
channels!
shit.
I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
Not seeing it.
Try it again in a sec.
That time, got it. I think. Yep, got it.
Hey, Walton Fox here. Sorting out the contract. Good to have you back. You low-lives have been made, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to shut them down once and for all. Head to the ambush site when you're ready. Keep your cool.
Now why doesn't my ship want to move?
Did you get that share info?
I did. I was in quantum and I come back in space in an asteroid field and my ship doesn't want to move.
Do all the things. Power cycle, you pull off out of the sheet, get back in, power back on, then go into the MFD, power off the shit, power back on here.
Holy shit.
Sometimes that fixes it for me.
I think they have changed weapons like they said they were gonna do. I just hit this guy with all projectile and he blew up in like 4 shots. That was 6 shots. And before I was having to just keep shooting with energy weapons. Wow, what a difference. 6 shots and I took him out. What's this guy? This is just a Gladius. That's desyncing all over hell.
Mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
Oh, that's not a Gladius. What the hell is that? What is that?
I see a Gladius.
Don't look like one on my screen. Whoa.
Also in my hangar is showing a Raft 1 and 2. I don't know which is legitimate.
I can't even shoot at this guy. He's desyncing all over the place. Once you showed up,
Yeah, it's
Ben4?
warping.
Yeah. Yeah, once you came in.
Are they bricked, Nima?
I'm heading out.
Oh, he's
Take
dead.
care. Hey, nice work. Foxwell appreciates it.
We're probably desync because we came in different times. That's the other thing they gotta get fucking fixed. is their stupid ass party system. Because we shouldn't be desyncing like that. That was bad. Wow, what a difference though. So I went from all energy to all kinetic. 4 shots on the first guy, 6 shots on the second guy, and they were got done, gone, toast.
Yeah, I mean, smaller ships with low armor. Yeah, you can smoke them until you run out of ammo.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is I was using energy before, and I had to follow these guys all over the place, just keep hitting them and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. So SIG did what they said. Energy to take down the shields, projectile to take out the armor, which is what it should be. That's exactly how
Well,
it just worked.
energy can take out armor as well.
Nah, energy's not supposed to.
It does.
Well, yeah, it does. It'll take out a small percentage of it. But compared to projectile, and it's going to be even more dramatic once they start adding weapon types. So like energy, if they go from like a straight laser to a EW laser or a microwave laser, that'll make a difference. And for projectiles, they'll go from heat to armor piercing, that kind of stuff. That's why the other people that were talking about, no, energy's better against armor. No, it's not. Not even close. That's why you have armor piercing. That's why it's called armor piercing. And in the real world, that same premise. I'm looking forward to seeing railguns in use for real, which they already are now, but not on our ship. They haven't put them on our ships yet, except for 3. I get a kick out of how many people over the last decade, railgun was canceled. No, it wasn't. Nobody believed me though.
I mean, nobody's a strong word.
Well, I didn't have anybody that believed me that it hadn't been canceled. At least nobody that I talked to.
Boy, this server, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of desync too.
Yep. You want to go out and come back in as a group?
And after I finish this mission, I'll be up for it.
And 4, you want to do that too?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Nima?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to get parked.
I'll be done shortly. This Valkyrie's not going to last long. How red are you here? Jeez, Louise, Valkyrie. There it goes. All right. Mission's complete.
Where the hell's the damn station? There it is. Any of you guys have that bot flare that they put out for your ship?
No.
Or am I the only one?
What you talking about, Willis?
Subscribers, we
This
got a
is
we got flare for our ships for the dashboard, and it's a little AI bot head, and it laughs and its eyeballs change and it makes noises depending on how you fly and stuff.
The answer to your question is no, because I'm not a subscriber.
Uh, you can buy it on the website too. It's like $4 or something, I think. But it makes little electronic sounds, laughs, you know, or the whatever, and its eyeballs change based on, you know, like right now they're spiraling because I just did a spiral.
Sounds like the kind of thing that can get you killed because you get distracted from flying.
Nah. Well, maybe for a shitty pilot, true.
So that's yes.
But for a shitty pilot, not for somebody that knows how to ignore shit
Best
like
pilots can get distracted.
that. No,
Yeah,
no, the best
not someone
pilots.
who can fly
The only-
asteroid
Well,
fields.
that's the cocky
Good eyes,
attitude that
That-
gets pilots killed, right?
The
there.
only pilots
Can't
that get
happen to
distracted.
me. Can't happen to me. I'm too good.
The only pilots that get
Yeah.
distracted are dead.
Right. And the ones that say they never get distracted until they're dead.
Hey, I'm 63. I'm on a pretty good track record, so I didn't crash my helos. Oops, what am I doing?
Just saying.
You didn't have an AI bot on your dashboard on your
They should have
heels.
trained that attitude out of you.
Nope. Oh shit, then you don't know the military. That is the attitude we learn. We are
I
the
know.
best.
That's why commercial airlines fucking don't like goddamn jet jockeys or fucking chopper pilots because they got a horrible attitude when it comes to crew
What?
safety.
Most
Yeah.
airlines
Commercial
are.
NAP, they don't like them. Trust me, they don't like
Well,
them.
then why do they hire them so much?
Well, because they have to. Doesn't mean they like them. They'd much rather have them have a more crew central instead of I'm the boss. I know best.
That's
It's only me.
that's odd
It's
because
fucking.
I know a lot of officers that were recruited before they even got
That
out.
doesn't mean you got to take what you can get, right? But trust me, they much prefer the guys in the military who flew the cargo ships,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
multi-engine.
talking about. Fighter
They don't want
pilots,
the goddamn fighter pilots and the chopper pilots.
right? They don't go for the fighter pilot. Fighter pilots usually don't go into that field when they get out. But the
Plenty
the
of them
cargo,
do.
that kind of stuff they do.
Yeah,
Helicopter
they love
pilots,
those. They like those guys because
yeah.
they know how to work as a crew.
Well, fighter pilots do too, but they just got a cocky attitude.
What the hell am I? That's right.
All right, head in the main menu.
Yeah, I'm landed on the out shortly.
All right.
It wouldn't let me log out of my bed. You're in combat.
Yeah, I hate that too.
It's going to be
Well, I even quantum drove. You know what I mean? I did a quantum jump, did everything.
Yep, I'm gonna kill the party too. That way it's.
Yeah, go for it.
it's going to be a few minutes before I can land and get into port prisoner as we speak.
Can you don't have a bed in your ship?
I think I do. I've never used it.
Well, lay down in your ship and log out that way. As long as you're not landed on a planet, just stay out in space, come to a stop, go to your bed, lay down, find the, the marker, and log out. Hold down F, of course, to find that. It'll usually be like to your left side somewhere.
Depends on the ship.
Why did they paint an F-14 red, white, and blue? What the fuck?
Because
Why would they paint?
Because they could. I mean, I don't know.
You'd think that they would have given it colors that people would recognize, like the Black Knights or something. or the Black Aces. Red, white, and blue. It's all white with a blue, little thin blue stripe and a little bit thicker red stripe. Looks more like a NASA paint scheme.
Yeah, let me see if I have a
Yeah, a
picture
lot of
from the
NASA
tail.
were white and blue. A lot
Yeah,
of the
NASA.
NASA paint job.
As far as I know, NASA never flew the
Some
F-14.
red. I've seen some red on those NASA tests.
Yeah, but as far as I know,
Jobs.
NASA never flew the F-14.
That's a good point. Well, F-14. Geez, that's an old aircraft.
Yeah, it's the one sitting on the Intrepid. It's the display sitting on an Intrepid.
Oh, I don't know.
I know a lot of people in the Navy, myself included, were pissed off when the Navy, during Biden's term, instead of turning Enterprise into a memorial, historical, you know, memorial, they scrapped it. The first nuclear powered aircraft carrier on the planet, first nuclear powered warship on the planet.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it says Navy Super Tomcat. It's who in the hell came up with that color scheme? Oh, what the? You're at the menu?
Yes.
yeah, I'm at
All right.
menu too.
My back.
N4 is
Me.
still in the PU.
Yeah.
Yep, N4 still in the PU.
Just landed.
He's got that big fat cow of a boat. He's flying.
And not really, I was flying the 85X.
Oh, you were flying the 85X. All right. Actually, yeah, that 85X that goes with the 890, right?
Yeah. And it's got a fire of S2, so it's the best firepower I have.
It's hard to believe how the Tomcat is so obsolete compared to today.
Hey, Top Gun, man. He was able to take out 5th gen fighters with a Tomcat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
still.
Top Gun 2 is an F-18.
No, he was flying, and when he did that, he was in an F-14.
Yep. He stole the Iran's
He stole
F-14.
the Iran's, yeah, or whoever they never said what country it was.
Well, the only country that's ever had it was Iran.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the only
Probably
country that still have them is Iran.
Well, no, they don't still have them. They're
we
gone.
blew them all up.
Well, yeah, they had. Just forgot about it.
All right, send invites coming out. Yeah, Iran now has nothing. They don't even have rowboats
Which is
anymore.
sad, really.
No, they were
because-
flying. They had some jets up flying over the funeral session.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh, they must have had them hidden in bunkers. Well, they're probably destroyed now. Because our latest
Unless
attacks.
they got them back into hiding.
Well, yeah, but if they did, we know where they went this time.
We know where they went.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we got the country covered in real time. So, what jets they flew, they don't have them no more.
Yeah. Last ones I saw, they had that. It was like a trainer.
Yeah.
GC.
We might have left some of the trainers, but at this point, if they armed them, they're gone. Anything they arm, we
it's
dumped.
kind of stupid because destroying all the F-14s, so Iran doesn't get any.
Yep. We also took out all their military cargo ships, or aircraft. Took out their entire Navy. We had left the small boats, which I don't understand why Trump didn't let the Navy take out those small boats. Well, now he's letting them take out the small boats. You know? They're also finally taking out all the drone sites.
Well, I mean, they took out the freaking that rail bridge.
Yep.
They took that out.
Yep.
Which he didn't want to take out a bunch of their infrastructure. He wanted the country to be able to, really come back quickly and easily from this if they,
Well, we
if they
need,
could. But
at this point, we need to just go in, take over the Karg Island, and end it. Finish the job.
well, what didn't he hit their nuclear reactor?
Nope.
their power plant?
No, unless it happened today and I hadn't gotten an update yet. No, purposely trying to stay away from the nukes.
Oh, they took it out.
They might have taken out the power plant, but not the reactor.
Well, yeah, well, the power plant.
Yeah, that's a difference.
It's still a nuclear power plant.
Well, yeah, but the power plant part of it is not at the same location as the nuclear generation.
That may be. I'm not sure how the separation is on those, how much, whatever, but I heard they took it down. It's not operational.
They're gonna have the generators and mainly the transformers. Those are really expensive and hard to come by.
Yeah, we're not going to take out their nuclear.
Right.
Yeah, we're not going to take out those nuclear plants because
I
the
don't
next
think
thing.
they hit the reactor. I didn't say that, but I heard they
Yeah.
took it down.
Yeah, if we did that, we'd be idiots. Real idiots, because you're going to have a meltdown.
Well,
Worse than,
yeah, I don't think there is.
yeah.
But yeah, they've been hitting infrastructure.
To the ASOC
Yeah,
vehicle
it's about
retrieval
time.
system.
Well, he's fucking. You know, Trump. I mean, he's pretty patient. He's pretty. You know, he doesn't like destroying things. He knows how much it costs and
Well,
how
he needs-
hard it is to fucking build.
He's more
shit.
worried. He's more worried about money than he is finishing the job. If he'd have finished the job a month ago, we wouldn't have this problem.
Till he loses his damn patience. You know.
Yep.
Hopefully he has, and he just starts fucking wrecking.
He needs to take. He knows what our military can do. He needs to just say, finish it, get it done. You got 4 weeks.
He has in the past taken the leash off and let him wreck shit. That's for sure.
Yep. And that's what we need.
Sounds like he's pretty much done it now too, because they're hitting targets they were avoiding before.
Yep. Well, as long as Iran keeps putting out public statements about what they're going to do to us and blah 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 blah, we just keep hitting them. They'll figure it out someday.
I still think they need more small arms dropped into
that
into
too.
communities.
What we need is the Kurds to continue their incursion, which you're not seeing much of in the news. And then we also need to put the Marines on the Karg Island and take that away from Iran.
True, but ain't shit gonna go anywhere now that they took out that rail bridge. They're not sending anything to China and Russia via rail.
Yeah.
And then they oughta shit can the port.
Yep.
That northern port on that inland sea. What the hell is that? It's what the hell that sea is called? Caspian.
Kandahar?
What is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure
They got
which
a
one.
big ass port they use to trade with Russia.
Yeah, Kandahar.
Yeah. But they hadn't taken that thing out. I still don't think they have. They need to freaking wipe that thing.
As far as I'm concerned, we should just go in and finish it like we did Iran. We should have done that from day one.
Say that again.
We should have gone in just like we did with Iran. Go in, clean it out, help the Iranian people put together a new government, just like we did in Iran. Get things running and go.
Iraq or Afghanistan?
Or Iraq. I keep saying Iran. Iraq. Just like we did in Iraq, that's what we need to do.
To be honest, Iraq doesn't
I was
much better
right.
these
The
days.
Caspian Sea.
Would you say?
So
Would you say? I didn't hear what you said, N4.
It doesn't look like Iraq has been having a great time ever since.
Oh, they're still building up and stuff, but they're doing pretty well actually, and we're still supporting them. And we buy their oil and then sell it to others because we refine it here.
but they do have several ports. I think what's that one big one? That's pretty big. Is there
Kandahar is their biggest.
Kandahar on the Caspian Sea?
On the Caspian? What are you talking about, Iran?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're ports on the Caspian Sea that trade they use for Russian for trading with Russia.
Oh, that one
They
I gotta
run
look up
fucking
the name. Yeah,
cargo.
Bandar's in the
They
Gulf.
run oil. They run all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I was thinking Gulf.
No, not Gulf. This is like Bandar and Zeal is some of the big ones.
Ah, I hate the fucking
Chalice.
thing.
Chalice is another one on there.
Son of a
But they
bitch.
got several. Then there's that huge one on the fucking, was it the east side? Namuk, or what the hell is that city? Yaquib, maybe? Something like that. But anyways, there's several of them. But yeah, take those suckers out. And that'll cut them off from Russia. In Russia, how many they? How many fucking of that their Black Fleet tankers did they take out? 5
27.
or 6 in that one night? Like, what was that,
27.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
27.
27?
Yep.
Jesus. I knew it was a lot. I couldn't remember. I thought it was. I didn't think it was even over a dozen, but I heard they took out a shit ton of them.
Yep. 27 total so far.
Oh,
You'd think Russia would just finally cut its losses and say, okay, let's do a agreement.
tell you what, he better stop getting froggy with that fucking troop buildup in fucking Belarus and on Polish area, on Polish border.
Yeah, Poland would kick his ass.
I don't think Poland's gonna is gonna give
Poland,
two shits.
Poland will march right to Moscow. There won't be, problem will be solved. And we'll back them up. We'll go right
Oh
along
yeah,
with them.
fuck yeah. I mean, well, that would if they well they would have to. Obviously, they would have to attack Poland, but I
Right.
don't think he's that stupid. Jesus, I hope he's stupid.
Yeah,
Or
it's,
maybe I do hope he's that stupid. I don't know.
yeah, we would say, we'd go to NATO and say, they're NATO, everybody's got to help. And if NATO says no, we'd say, well, fuck y'all. And we'd go
I
help
mean, you
Poland.
take little European Texas off the fucking leash and just go. We'll help you. We'll resupply you. Go for it.
Well,
They would just.
Poland's NATO, so we would put troops in.
Well, I know that.
It'd be a full
Obviously.
on. But my thing is, I bet you the EU will.
I don't think the EU would even fucking be able to react before they were fucking in Moscow.
Probably.
Jesus, I'm serious. Well, you know what? I'll bet they would take Leningrad. Donald, they would just fucking crush that probably too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to countries like Poland and stuff, we'll step right up. There won't be any ambiguity whatsoever from the U.S.
Welcome aboard. I'm Martin, Foxtrot 1 Flight.
My concern, though,
Join
has
us
not
as
changed.
they may receive your kind interest.
Yeah.
Russia is the problem,
Oh,
and now that they've now that they've shifted South Korea, which is a major development. If that stays the way it is now, we're gonna have some problems.
Mayday, mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
That's one of the things I've never understood is why we give some of our top technology to countries that could quickly change their allegiance.
Well, South Korea's been slipping left for
Yeah, well,
decades.
they've gone full on now. In the last 2 weeks, it's not been a good development.
Yeah, I saw Taiwan though. They had stopped like basically having classes on history and Taiwan and positive light of teaching their country, their way of government and their culture and all that other stuff, separate from China, mind you. And now they've reinstated it. They're starting it up again because they're like, yeah, everybody's just getting the concomitant propaganda, and they're not getting educated in being Taiwanese, what it means.
Yeah, we need to do that here in the U.S.
Yep.
Yeah, bitch.
All right. You guys ready for a show?
Nope, hold on. Okay, go ahead right now if you can.
Shares up.
Got it. Where'd he go?
This is so painfully slow progress.
This freaking desync. This is ridiculous.
We may have overstayed our welcome.
I haven't seen desync like this in a long time.
Yeah, I guess the log out, log back didn't help it.
Nope.
It's the servers now.
You've got to keep them off us so we can work. Mayday! Mayday! They're going down!
Shit.
Sorry, but I need to terminate this contract. Foxconn needs to be able to use a whole biblical standard.
Wow. That's just bullshit. This has pretty much gotten unplayable now. Damn it. Yeah, it's every time I try to shoot at one of these guys, they're just jumping 2 inches across the screen.
Jumping.
Yeah, this is not doable anymore. It's been getting worse over the last 3 missions. I was hoping the logout would fix it, but it's not.
Did we get in a different server, or were you just back in the same?
Now we got a different server. Fuck.
They're not gonna be bad because it's the weekend.
Yep. What irritates me is that part of the problem is SIG has not done code that works based on bandwidth and a person's ping. Because servers should be matching up, based on their region and their ping and everything else. So South and North America would be here. EU should be on its own damn server, AU on its own server, stuff like that. And once they
actually, if you choose best server and you're in the EU, you'll get the EU server.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to get. The problem is, those in the EU are not. They're choosing US.
Right. There are definitely people coming into the US servers that aren't
Because
US.
and I don't understand why. They get more people playing than we do in the US. Why in the hell would you come to the US? Especially since their ping is, anywhere from 150 and up, which slows the rest of, which causes desync, because SIG hasn't put any code in this thing to deal with that yet, which makes no sense. Time time is it? 11 o'clock.
You're lucky you didn't bosh the whole mission there, N4, jumping in.
No, the Corsair has just spawned in.
Yeah, you got lucky.
See if I
There's
can
like
bedlog.
6 fighters.
Yeah, don't worry about fighters. Kill that frickin'.
So you want to take bets on whether I can bedlog or not? I didn't want to sit.
Are you in the 85X?
Yeah.
And with distortion?
In combat.
Yeah, I got a couple distortion cannons. If it works.
Yeah. I guess. Oh,
I usually
that's
don't have enough firepower to actually destroy things, so I just disable them.
Gotcha. We got a. That's a freaking. Those are mean ships. Whatever the hell. That's got. That thing has ballistics too. Get off me. There we go. You get those big ships with size 4, size 5 ballistics on them. They will tear you up.
Yep.
Don't really have to kill those.
No, we don't. We can bolt. Yeah, if you want to just jump, I usually do. I wasn't sure what you were wanting to do, but yeah, I usually just leave.
Nice spaceship.
I hope someday when missions are set up so that you do have
Ready
to kill
for
them.
share?
Otherwise they follow you. You know?
Say what?
I'm hoping someday it'll be where we do have to finish them up or they'll follow us. You know, if we still have ships left over after we do a mission.
You could start by having NPCs do that first, like on food.
Yeah. Yep.
NPCs
so.
calling elevators. Elevators that work.
Yep. Yeah, they got to get all these mechanics fixed. But I mean, eventually, it'd be nice if they would get things so that, you know, if you go to a mission and you don't take out all the bad guys, that'll come back to bite you in the ass.
When did
All
you dream of
channels, I'm
a
under
space
attack.
simulator?
Please, if you hear
It
this,
could be
help
dream
me.
of working elevators.
All channels, I'm under attack. Please, if you hear this, help me.
I
Is
mean,
this
there's
this is a Xenothreat mission?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I mean a lot of games that I play that are not Star Citizen, they have that where if you don't finish off the bad guys, they can come back later to give you some issues.
Shit. Missiles inbound. Ow, mother. Boy, dumping flares like a madman didn't help that any. Vanguard. He's got ballistics. That's gonna hurt. And that guy turned me freaking red in like no time flat with those freaking size 5 ballistics in the sight, full ballistics.
On what ship was attacking you?
Vanguard,
Hmm.
ballistic loadout Vanguard is not nice. cut you up.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed we got to start training our people for is threat assessment.
Yeah. Well, that was the first guy I took out was that freaking dude.
Yep. But I've noticed, you know, some of our newer people and stuff, they don't, you know, and they wouldn't. Why would they know? But it's something we're gonna have to teach. Is you always go after the highest threat first.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
And
if you play games, you eventually come to realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, well, in some cases you don't. Some cases you have to go after the support before you can go after the worst threat. It just depends on the situation and
True.
circumstance.
True.
So, for example, when you're trying to defend another ship, the highest threat is not the one you're going to normally go after. You're going to stop the ones that are attacking that ship first, and then concentrate on the highest threat. For the most, you know, as a general rule. But you know, if you're just in a fight, what the hell?
$400 down.
A man 400 I can do some damage.
So can a darn Hornet if they've got size 4's ballistics on there.
Yeah. Hornet Mark II? Yeah.
Yeah.
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone. Landing gear down. Warning, you are leaving the
Little
safe zone.
Well, I think his size 4's are gap, ballistic gatlings, not cannons, which helps a bit. But I think my armor's shot after that Vanguard. Oh, that's a whatchamacallit. Mercury Star Runner.
No, those are a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. They don't hit that hard, but they're a pain in the ass to
Yeah,
kill.
well, they can take your shields down if they get those turrets on you.
Yeah.
Good.
But I mean, in terms of killing them, built like a
They're
tank.
tough. They're pretty tough usually.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But he's dead. How goes your tangle with those gladiators there?
It's a Gladius.
Gladius?
Yeah. It's
Uh-oh.
got ballistics.
Are they on our guy?
And it warps.
I hit that dude up and he's still shooting at the friendly.
Sending credit to Mike. Thanks for clearing that contract.
What are all these other ships?
Be leftovers from
Fuck.
other contracts.
Oh, alright.
Damn it.
Maybe.
That's so much for that.
Ready for share.
I really shouldn't be taking these. I don't need them.
Pokemon Mobile. My mom isn't Fox calling card.
Shit, good thing I hadn't logged out yet. That mission was big enough to put me right at 50%.
Cool.
Yeah, I figured it'd take like 2 or 3 more missions to get me there. Apparently not. Well, I'll be around as long as I can see. I'll be around tomorrow and Sunday. Try and get this stuff done. And for you're probably not aware, but I am having surgery on my eyes from my injuries.
Oh, you told me about it.
Did I? Okay. I've got my appointment next Friday, which is probably the final evaluation where they'll double check everything with my eyes and stuff, and then that next week we'll set the date. So it's been getting a lot worse though. That's why I haven't been playing much, because even if I can play for a little while, after a couple hours right now, I can't hardly focus.
Like literally.
Yeah, literally. Not to mention the pain from my eyes constantly trying to do that. But I haven't decided if I'm going with the experimental or not yet. Been thinking about it a lot. I don't have to tell them until Friday, next Friday. Part of me wants to, and the other part of me doesn't.
Well, safe, whatever, has got a good track record, would probably be the safe option.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot safer to go with, what they've been doing the last couple of years. But on the other side of the coin, over time, mine will get upgraded, which who knows
Yeah,
what the future.
sure, Steve Austin. I got you.
Yeah, so be kind of cool. I just can't wait to have my normal vision back, because being able to see like I used to see which was not that long ago. And what's this been, 4 months now? Since when it started deteriorating really bad. It's like, fuck.
There's a coyote.
I don't understand how flies and bugs that have this type of vision, how in the hell can they operate?
Well, they got a brain that stitches it all together.
It's freaking. It's like for a human. It's like looking through a prism.
Yeah, their eyes actually work in a lot different way.
Yeah, they must. Yeah, for me, it's. I mean, the
They don't
closest
have
I could come.
focusing lenses.
Do I?
The insects don't have focusing lenses.
Yeah,
It's like they
true.
have the retinas flipped over.
Yep. Yeah, it's the closest I could come to is, for me, what it looks like is like looking through a multifaceted prism, and you see.
Right, I've had it described. I don't know if you've ever had ocular migraines.
No.
I've heard you're probably almost like having like that. It's like looking through broken glass. It's like,
Well, it's multiple. I see multiples of the same thing because
yeah,
their pieces are spread out in the lens.
yeah. But ocular migraine can give you these kind of like fissure lines that are like weird.
Yeah, that I don't. the headaches that I have are TBI brought on, not from my eyes. So I don't know what that is, but so tired of this. But soon, 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 I'll be happy, happy, happy. They
I hope. Let's hope.
well, they say that it's gonna be. I won't have to wear the pink glasses anymore either. That'll be nice because I
Yeah,
had to
but you
wear
wear
those.
them because you like pink. I mean,
Uh huh. Yeah.
face it.
Well, they were because of the issues I had focusing and the fact that my eyes would hurt a lot just from damage, even though I could see just fine. But I won't have to wear those anymore.
All right,
My
ready for a
question,
share?
my question
Yeah.
is, and they say it that I should be fine. Will I be able to see clarity close up and distance like I was before, or am I going to need? Because he said sometimes when they replace the lens, people end up needing reading glasses, which sucks. You get 2010 vision, but now you need reading glasses? Really?
Yeah, that's me in my 30s.
Yeah, but until 4 months ago, I had 2010 vision without either needing either.
I was 30 and I didn't need any glasses. I was 31 and I needed glasses. So it's
Ouch.
gotta happen at some point.
Yeah, mine didn't really at all start deviating, you know, near or far until my 50s. And then it's still very minor
Right.
right now,
But
but
that's
it's my near vision focal where I used to be able to focus at like 8 inches. You know, now my focus is 2 feet,
wow.
almost. Not quite. Well, yeah, it's well maybe let me measure here. 8, 6, well, about 18 inches.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Um,
that's why I'm candidate for experimental because my vision has not changed. So,
yeah.
but he did say, either experimental or the regular, whatever I have in, he said there is about 10% of people, their long range vision remains as it was before, but they end up having shorter range vision where it needs to be corrected. And he goes, it's 10% of people that have gone through this veterans wise, that's what's ended up. And it sucked for me because I've never needed lenses. That's the thing that sucks. It's a pain. I hate wearing the pink glasses, but the only time I have to wear it is when I go outside. So you know, it just I don't know. At least I'll never have to worry about any kind of degenerative eye stuff, cataracts and whatever some of the other stuff is.
Yeah, it's going to last for the
Yeah,
rest of my
cataracts.
life.
I mean, that is the fix for cataracts is what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what he said. Well, a fix for cataracts is a different kind of lens, apparently.
Well, yeah, they're they're removing the
Same idea.
lens that turns freaking hard and gets colored and kinds of crap. Cataract.
Well, the lens they put in isn't that hard.
If they put a fixed one, but usually they're not a fixed hard, you know, lens.
I'll have to ask them. I never asked them that.
I'm
And not
pretty
really,
sure.
they're
Unless,
not
Or
like
your
a piece of
cornea.
glass
The
or something.
cornea, it's usually a
yeah, I'm not getting a
uh,
cornea lens.
yeah.
Yeah, the cornea lens is fine.
Yeah, the lens, the crystalline lens inside your eyes have to flex for you to be able to focus.
Yes.
The
Well,
replacements are
I know the
not rigid.
experimentals are not flexible. They're solid lens. That's why they can do what they do. Interesting. I'll have to ask him. But I do remember him saying the experimental lenses are a hard lens.
Okay.
And that would make sense if you think about it.
Depends on the tech that employing. I
Yeah.
guess no. Oh man, that was close.
I mean, I can't think of how they would get a flexible lens to be able to refocus, alter its focus points.
Because your eyes do that. They like squeeze
Yeah, but
the
that's not
lenses in your eyes to get
right.
the focus
And
to
they
But
change.
pull it. The
right,
muscles pull on the edges of it,
right.
change the shape of it.
But the experimental lens actually does that. It's they tie into your some nerve center, and the lens can actually change its focus on the fly based on what you're looking at. And he said in the future you'd be able to zoom in and shit like that, even with you know capabilities of the
It sounds
technology
like
that's
some
coming.
space age crap to me, man.
Yep,
That
that's
sounds
exactly
like
what it is. They're working on. They're,
Steve Austin and his $6 million man.
well, what's
crap.
cool? They're working on actually eye implants for the military that you can that for weapon targeting that tie into your weapon that you're carrying. Can you imagine that? I mean,
I mean,
How
your
about
eyes
just
are.
make me a pair of glasses that'll do it?
because people lose glasses, glasses can move on your face, that kind of thing. Whereas these lenses, you get a targeting reticle, and you can change. It's almost like having a pair of Google glasses or whatever the fuck they're called, but they're on your
Yeah.
lens. They're actually an actual lens.
that
Augmented
on your.
reality.
You're
Yeah,
still
alter.
going to be wearing protective goggles or military
Yeah.
tactical goggles.
Well, I guess that depends. I never did. We wore sunglasses and shit, and we wore sunglasses that were ballistic protected, but we didn't wear goggles or anything.
And you can have the sunglasses have the images
Correct.
projected on your
Correct.
eyes, just like that.
Correct. So, because it's basically that's how he described it. He goes, they'll be able to, whoever in the future, not long in the future now, they'll be able to tie it to their weapon, targeting, stuff like that, um, and all sorts of other capabilities. Some he wouldn't tell me because they're classified, obviously. I just kind of like the focus one. That one, you know, because he said that's already in testing in some phases, being able to zoom in. That would be pretty cool. I said, what about the X-ray vision? He goes, yeah, right. That'll never be possible, no matter what somebody says. Okay, how about laser beams? Yeah, no, not a chance.
Well, thermal. I'm sure they could do quite a bit with
Oh yeah,
spectrum, depending on the
yep.
spectrum.
He did say that they can do
Oh,
spectrum.
M4 is back in here. Are we jumping?
Yeah, now that would be cool to be able to switch between modes: FLIR, IR, Starlight, um, and the other one that I can't say because it's classified. Um,
What? Who's distorting me?
that would be damn cool, wouldn't it? The only problem is if you get hit by an EMP, then what? And believe it or not, that's something I've been thinking about in making my decision here about the experimental. What happens if an EMP happens?
Well, depending on what it runs on.
Yeah.
Could
Well,
have a
it runs
problem.
on body power, apparently. Your own electrical system, the body's electrical system.
Yeah, well, there's got to be some type of
Well, the electrical
Probably
system.
is
That's
extra
recharge.
small little
that,
frickin' something's in there.
they said it. That's why it's attached to some nervous node or something like that. It's your own body's electrical, something. He's got a name for it, and I can't remember what the hell it was. It's the same thing now that they have with the new arms and the new legs. You've seen videos of them. It's the same technology where they're using the body's
I've seen
electrical
some
impulses.
crazy freaking prosthetics
Yep.
that they've got. Are
Yep.
pretty freaking nuts.
Yep. And it's using the body's own electrical power to function, which is pretty damn
It's
cool.
like the start of the Matrix.
Well,
Well, the more like freaking, um, what's that fucking video game, you know, with Keanu Reeves of
yeah, uh,
um,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk? Yeah.
But the one test that I was reading while I was at the last doctor's appointment, the current arm in testing now, when they were doing the you know, showing us pictures and shit like that, and they were showing the person, I thought, isn't that the girl that was selected originally? And I'm reading on, because the picture they were showing of her, you could never tell she was wearing a prosthetic, and the video that was up on Google, I think it was on Google, that I was watching was her. It was like a real hand, the way she was using it, and it turns out it's the latest gen prosthetic, and I was like, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, I couldn't tell at first the difference. Once they pointed out the
Well, I
prosthetic.
saw one where they didn't have the like the rubberized skin on it. They
Right.
just had the carbon fiber looking.
Yep.
It was like a black carbon
Yep.
fiber
Yep.
kind of look to it, and
Yep.
then they can put on that sleeve,
Yep.
like a rubber sleeve on
Right.
it, in whatever
Right.
color, skin tone match and shit. And that thing looks. You're like, well, mother f,
Yeah.
freaking fingernails that look like they're on there.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
Yep. Well, this new one is like 10 times more um, dexterous and agile. It's 10 times better than that one that she was in the test program for.
All right, I think I'm out to N4. I gotta go eat something. How
Okay.
close did I get? How close? Let me look. Rep.
See if I can
I
find
know I
that.
didn't hit it, but I probably got. Oh God, maybe I'm so damn close. No, I'm good. I'm starving. Starving Marvin.
Looking to see if I can find that. That's the old one. Where's that new one at?
Got to like 30%.
You're 30% into what?
Xenothreat.
Oh, into Xenothreat. Oh. That's not bad.
Have developed the modular prosthetic limb, a bionic arm that responds to human thought, creating a new generation of robotics that can seamlessly integrate.
Robotic arm, just like I use my regular arm.
100 sensors send information back to the brain, creating a sense of touch.
These are very expensive.
I'm
This
fine
limb.
with it myself, but
I'll put a link in the general discussion that talks about the sensors that I was talking about. Got it. And the eye, the lenses in the eyes use this same kind of technology as what's in this John Hopkins hand and fingers and whatever. And you know what's funny is this video is 9 years old. I'm trying to still find that one now that's not 9 years old. the latest gen. Come on, where is it? I wonder if that was just on the military website.
Well, I still haven't leveled up. A little bit to go.
To Iraq with the Illinois National Guard, the 33rd Infantry Brigade, on October 15th, 2000.
Oh, here. There's one of the men mail. I'll put this link in too. This one is the first version, which was 3 years ago. But the version they have now, maybe it must not be public posted. So it must have been on the internal server I was watching. This one is 3 years old. The second link is Form 3. And that's one of the veterans in that's in the program. The other option that I have is if I do go with the experimental, then I become eligible for pretty much any program they have, experimental wise.
I can imagine bonus there.
Do
you know,
what?
I think get you a new pair of balls. That would be great.
Ho ho ho! Funny, funny. My balls work just fine. Thank you very much.
Hey man, that was just too easy. It was just wide open.
Hey, if you need balls, by all means, go for it.
You know, sometimes they sag a little too far down into the water. But,
Yeah, how's it hanging? Low and little to the left. Actually, I think mine is a little to the right.
Water's a little cold. Deep too.
Yeah, I am surprised that my surgery on my shoulder bought me so much time now. It's shocked the doctors too. It's like Mayo Clinic, they did one hell of a job on my shoulder, man.
All right, good night, guys.
Night.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew, N4, I was supposed to have the bionic shoulder replacement, right? And they went in, and instead of that happening, they decided they were going to, Mayo decided that they wanted to, because they were brought in through the VA system, veteran system, they decided they wanted to try and buy me time. Because you can only have that done, once, maybe twice, where it's replaced with bionic type technology. And so they went in, and when I woke up, instead of having the replacement, they were able to use a new procedure, and it worked so well that one of my follow-up surgeries on it, they pulled the pin and two of the screws out that were holding my shoulder together. That's how well, and the pin had been in there for, God, over a decade, almost 2 decades. Because my body was healing it so well, they had to take them out. So I only have a couple of screws left in the shoulder, which will be taken out probably sometime in the next year or so, I guess. It's really freaking weird. And the doctors are just like, we've never seen somebody, especially my age, who has a body that regrows bone and everything. But
yeah,
hey,
it gets harder healing things as you get older.
It's what?
And why it's better. It gets harder to heal things.
Yep.
Heal from surgeries and get older.
Yep.
Which is why getting prosthetics when you're younger is better than when you're older.
For most people. Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones. I mean, and I know that. God gave me a gift, and that's why I never get sick. I've never had a natural broken bone, never had a cavity, nothing. I've just been like, I got lucky. I got given a gift. And I've always healed super fast. I mean, doesn't matter what it was. When I got shot, 4 or 5 days later, I was supposed to be out for a couple months, and I was back on the job for, I guess it was 5 days later. I was being lazy. I could have gone back the third day probably. But it's weird because in one of the stab wounds I have, it was 2 inches long and about 3.5 inches deep was the wound itself. And 48 hours after, it looked like it was 3 or 4 weeks in healing already. And today, there's not even a scar. Even though it's, there's pictures and it's documented. Not a scar, we can't even find the scar. It's like, whoa.
That's why they're selecting you for the adamantium bones program.
Yeah, really. Really. It's weird because, and the surgeries, because I've had, on the right shoulder, I've had five surgeries, 5 major reconstructive surgeries. And instead of it going getting worse, it's been getting better. And my body's been regenerating it. And I was in a study a few years ago because of it. I guess there's a very small portion of humanity that actually has this. They have a name for it and everything. And there's different categories of human beings that have come out, they've come across. Like some humans, they get an alteration in their DNA or whatever, and they come out like 20 or 30% stronger than the average person. They have 20 to 30%
Calling
more.
XCOM.
Huh?
I'm calling the XCOM guys.
Yeah, really. But it's
You've been infused with meld.
Yeah, I'm not 20 or 30%. I'm not in that category, but I'm in the category that I heal, and I don't get sick. You know that. I don't get sick. If I get an injury, it's healed really quick. Unless it's a major injury, then it takes a while. But it is. But the only thing that still is a major issue is my neck and my TBI. The spinal cord damage on my neck and the TBI, getting smacked upside the head. Getting thrown through a brick wall and an explosion didn't help. I mean, it's better, but it's not. I don't think those will ever heal like my shoulder has to that level. Or the other thing that surprised me was the one gunshot wound in my leg. You can feel where it's at because it literally took out a chunk of the thigh muscle with it. I mean, just took a chunk along with it, and you can feel where it is. But it's had zero impact on my mobility, none. You can't even tell that part is missing. It's pretty wild. Itches sometimes though, and that happened 30 years ago. That one, 1994. So I guess that'd be.
I've got to Bajini.
You did what?
I've got to Bajini for a med bay, and there's a guy in the room they gave me.
Nice. Yeah. Is he alive?
Yeah, like someone else. He's probably stuck to the bed.
Well,
I guess.
Anybody watching the stream, I'm going to kill the stream for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow.